Okay, let me clear some shit up real quick. I decided to go live because I'm gonna be gone this week, and Toby's gonna run the whole kit and caboodle for us for several days, and we got a lot going on. We got a pick coming up, but Vic is live, so I need everybody right now to go over and at least do a $5 PayPal Venmo to Vic for his giveaway. I am needing to do that, and I'll do it right now in just a minute, guys. Get over there and support Big Vic. He's really good with everybody, so I apologize, Vic, but yeah, I just thought we'd hang out and kind of just go back and forth between the streams and stuff. We got Kevin O'Malley here, The Express is here, Mike T is here. We're just going to grab a few bottles that we've been sipping on here lately and talk about them. I've got a couple that I want to talk about. The new Elkwood from Barrels and Brews that I think is phenomenal. I've got the Humidor blend back out here again tonight for the cigar that I've got lit up. And it's funny because the cigar I've got lit up, I don't know if you can see that, is called The Judge. So anyway, y'all know where I stand on that. Tonight's giveaway, Stagg 26A. There you go. I got to back up, so let's get after it. Let's bring on, hold on a minute, I'll give him a second to get everything cleared up and wiped down. And my main cohort, the legend himself, he is getting everything together. Okay, thumbs up if you're good. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. There he is. We got Top Jimmy. He's good now. Okay.
We're also giving away a bottle of Green River Weeded Single Barrel Liquor Barn
Sweet.
Pick.
All right, I'm going over to Vic now and do my thing for Vic. So while people join in, we got 12 going. Yeah, I didn't think that through. But anyway, just split your screen, guys, between us and Vic. So I got in today, Toby. I gotta share this with you. I got in the rest of the Cedar Brooks that I ordered last Friday. I got 4. I bought 4. I cleaned it out. They're gone. I got me and Kurt 2 more of the 250ths. So I've got a backup. Kurt has a backup. All good there. So I think we're good on Cedar Brook. So I've got plenty to sample out. I've got. The problem is, man, this might be where we've got to fall in the community. I only have 2 of the old McBrayers, 1 open and a backup. But that's okay. Are you the same way?
No, I know a guy.
Okay.
Hey Marty, so I'm gonna completely jump out, restart my computer because I'm feeling kind of laggy on my end.
Okay. So yeah, guys, get over there and support Vic. I don't know, man. Sometimes I just don't think. Hey, Stacy, good to see you. Give me a second. I know Vic is a pub. Go support Vic. I feel terrible, but I'm going to anyway. If y'all want to hang out here for a little bit and help Vic, go over there and not help, but go be part of Vic's. I'll just shut up. I'm going to drop the link if anybody wants to be part of this. If not, it's fine. Me and Toby will have a big night. But yeah, we got 2 killer bottle giveaways we're looking at doing. So hang on, guys. I'm trying to let me see here. I'm going to drop the link here. Maybe if I can figure. There we go. Copy. There we go. Here. Okay. I think I'm caught up. You will see that. I'm just going to pin that. Link tree is not going to be pinned, guys, because everybody here knows how to Venmo, PayPal, paste. There we go, guys. The link is dropped. Let me pin it. Boom. All right. Enough of that. So I haven't poured anything yet. I think what I'm going to do, guys, since I'm smoking on a cigar, I'm going to go back to the humidor blend. I know Randall's got it. Mike T, I don't know if you've got this. If not, let me know. I'll send you some of it. Kevo, let me know, guys. I'll be happy to send. So what I do is I'm very fortunate that Blake at Sealbox sends me a lot of the new stuff they do, and I tell him, this is not something I sit on. This is something that we're going to sample out to the crew. So let's get a little bit of that in the McBrayer glass here. I think this is a banger. I do. I think for under, I think it was right at $80. I think it's fantastic. There's Joe, the sample guy. Hold on, guys. I'll get caught up. Yeah, that's a good bottle. I agree. There's Mike T. Got it. Thanks. Okay, great. Joe's here. Cheers again. Randall the Express. Princess of Wood is here. Awesome. What's Vic's channel? Big Vic's Backyard BS. Go over there and tell them I said hello. Yeah, I didn't. I normally wouldn't do this. I don't know, wasn't thinking. So I apologize. Kevo says, hey, everybody. Greg has texted me, got a nice. Greg, jump on. Yeah, I know, Vic. I screwed up. So anyway, all right. 10 watching. So yeah, there's Corvette Trey. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, ladies, I know it's about the same. Kevo says drinking the 26 Elijah Creek PGA Championship, and damn, yeah, it's really good. I've had a pour of that. I also had a pour, whichever one it was, that was the candy apple earlier in the year. I thought it was fantastic. But yeah, anyway. Let's talk about this humidor blend again. I think it's very spicy up front. I think it's got a very chocolate vanilla leather. And then it goes really kind of like a burnt wood. So I think that's where the humidor comes in on it, is with the burnt wood. I think it's very good. I know Vic's texting me. Shit, man. Vic says Venmo full, not PayPal. Shit. So now we know. Just trying to get caught up. All right. So, yeah, guys, this is the 26A. There you go. Got you, Mike. Anyway, I've got everything saved. Toby will get the wheel when he gets back on. He had to restart. Everything was seemed to be lagging. But yeah, so, but I like this bottle. I think it's fantastic. I don't know if there's any left. I think when we had the stream on with Blake, I think we kind of wiped it out pretty quick. There may be a few left, but Blake did tell us that he's working on several new batches of this because it became such a hit with the group. And I'm sorry about my Beastie Boys chain, but it does hold my microphone good when I'm outside the box. Thank you, Randall. Got you, buddy. So what else is new in whiskey? So not this Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, I'll get the link put up in the next day or two. Toby's doing a complete takeover of Whiskey Nose. He has sent out blinds to 4 or 5 of our great supporters, and we'll go through those blinds. And I hope to be able to jump on at some point once the family is taken care of. I won't be part of the blind, which is fine. But anyway, that's what's going to happen Tuesday. I'm sure between me and Toby, we'll throw in some giveaway bottles. But tonight's cigar is the my father's Judge. I think this is a fantastic stick. Very pepper spice, vanilla, caramel apple. It's already gone out on me, of course, because I've been talking so much. like I said, guys, I posted the link. If go be part of Vic's. That is absolutely fine. I love everybody there, and but anyway, I thought me and Toby thought we'd do something because this coming week is going to be a little bit different. But also a week from Tuesday will be our pick selection team again from we're doing the Blackwoods bourbon. So that'll be really cool, fun to do. We've got, I think we're down to 4 barrels. Toby can clarify because he's getting ready to send those samples out to everybody, part of the pick team. So we got that coming, and we've got a couple more. Lined up that will pretty much round. So I think everything we've got lined up this far will get us through the blitz and see what happens, because we're not going to pick you to death. We're going to do, like, Legends of the Oak. We're all about doing things that are different and off the charts kind of thing that most people haven't done. And we kind of want to give you something new and different. Let's do both of the Top Dog Elkwood blinds. Sure. Okay. So I've got one here. I'll go get the other one when Toby gets here. You can take over. So what we've got here, this is the newest one from Barrels and Brews. I know I've showed it a bunch on stream. This is the single barrel 125 proof from Barrels and Brews. This damn, I mean, you can see the color. It's all Green River. This thing is just a cherry apple cola bomb. So when Toby gets back, we'll jump on these. We'll put them together, and I can blind them. I've got a pen in here that I can do the whole mix-up thing. Got my Bogue Sound Distillery shirt on. That was one of the best ryes I ever had about 4 years ago. Now their stuff is just not that good. Stacy says, when is the Bardstown Blitz? I think it's the second week of October. I'd have to look. I'm trying to find details. You guys all gave me heck for, yeah, I know we did, Stacy, but you can only do what you can do. So anyway, we'll figure that out. I'll get that. If somebody in the chat, Randall, Kevin, somebody can drop the actual dates. I think it's 7th through the 11th when everybody gets there. Thank you, Lance. Got you, buddy. A little different setup since I'm outside, but Toby will have the actual. If you super chat, it'll drop immediately in the wheel. But all the Venmo and PayPals, I'll send Toby at the end, and we can drop those in. But hell yeah, Legends of the Oak. Let's get weird. That's what we do, man. I love that, Kevin. That's awesome. Yeah, Stacy, we'll get all that worked out for you for sure on the dates. Give big follow. Hell yeah, man. Go over and super chat, man. Or actually Venmo, PayPal him for his giveaways. They're always killer. Trey, let's go, man. Let's see, who did I miss? What's Vic's channel? Big Vic's Backyard BS. Super dude, man. One of our buddies. Been part of his picks. He's going to be some of ours coming up. What BS? Yeah, I know. 100%. Anybody home? No kidding. All right. We're caught up. 12 people watching. Isaac. Yep. I'm out. Damn. Where you going, man? DMC went through some killer freaking samples tonight. I was watching from the restaurant. It was pretty freaking cool, man. Let me make sure I've got everybody. So I've got a Randall 25, a Mike T 25. I'm refreshing. Make sure I don't miss anybody. But yeah, man, I think we're good. Got Lance for 15. Awesome, guys. I'll drop that in when Toby gets here. Yeah, DMC did a great job. He is one of the most underestimated palates when it comes to blinds. I battled DMC like 2 or 3 years ago on Live Wire Whiskey, and we were so close. We were getting the exact same notes. Hey, Jeff Perkins. Cheers, man. Cheers to you, buddy. Jeff, I hope everything's going, man. Here's to you. Toby's restarting. He'll be on soon. Yep, there we go. But yeah, guys, if you have a chance, I'm just saying, man, just if not, reach out to me and Toby, Top Dog, Adam Shelton, Travis Robe. If you're interested in some of these Elkwood picks, we can maybe help you because these things will rock your damn world. I think they're just phenomenal. Let me get this cigar going again because I want to do it with this humidor. Yeah, up front, this thing is sweet. It's not spicy really at all. It's very sweet. I think the Connecticut kind of does its thing. I think that's a Connecticut wrapper. It kind of tastes like it. Let me see what Toby says here. PC is updating. It never fails. I know, man. Loved an image, Gersh said. All right. Good to go. But back to the humidor blend, man. I think what Blake said, there's some 7 and 8 year old stuff in this. It's distilled in Indiana. So it's all MGP. 59.3. So yeah. So what I was looking at was right here, batch 1. So like I said, these things are going to come out with he's working on 2 and 3 now. So when we get those will be, I think, worth the shot. You like fresh crack? So yeah, for sure, Greg. I do. No, I think it's solid. All right, where we at here? Let's get back at it. Hey, Mike T said, "Hey, gotta say, Horse Soldier was a hell of a stream. Yeah, man, very touching. Go watch it. Yeah, it's funny, man, because usually for like when I have like these special guests on me and Toby, when we have special guests on, those things take like 2 weeks before the views really start kicking up. And I hope the same thing happens here. So me and Toby talked about it. Yes, sitting on the deck right off. Oh hell yeah, man! Here we go. I'll be there on the coast tomorrow at Litchfield. I was supposed to go today, but I thought I'd wait and go tomorrow. What's going on here? Top Dog said, "Jump on, buddy. Links posted." Thank you, Wayne Arnold. Hell yeah, man. Let's go, Stagger. I thought this. So I've got one open. Kevo sent me one. I think he sent Toby one. And then my store finally got some in, so I grabbed one. I've been kind of sitting on it for the last couple weeks to do the giveaway with it, and I thought tonight would be a good one with that, especially with the pick stuff coming up, because we can send out samples and stuff of that as giveaways. But I thought this one was. It's not 20. Was it 25D that we like so much? I thought it was very good. Thank you, Jeff. Got you, buddy. I thought this one is a solid Stagg. I think this one is a very high cherry. I think the cherry cola note, I think you might lose the cola a little bit after the second and third taste of it. For sure, a little bit. Thank you, Top Dog. But I thought it worked well. I thought it was definitely a decent Stagg. I'm not paying over MSRP for Stagg anymore for several reasons. Is because I have a shit ton of them and I love them. And also the reason I always pick up Stagg is that is my wife's favorite high proof whiskey. So there you go. She loves bourbon, but when it comes to anything over 110, she's kind of out. But no, she loves it. She's always loved Stagg, so I've always trying to keep it around when I can. She likes to put the big ice cube in it, which kind of makes my heart sink a little bit. But you know what? It's fine. To each their own. So, yep. Cheers to the Top Dog. But yeah, Happy wife. Yeah, you're damn right. She's a happy wife now because we went and bought her a new car Thursday night. So I've taken care of the husband duties the best I can. We've got so when I'll give you a quick up on that. Oh, hold on a minute. Before I give you the update, we have one of the greatest legends. I don't know how many of you all know this fella, but this is one of the greatest Scotch bourbon connoisseurs that I know. And I'm not being sarcastic. I'm being honest. This guy, he's good at wearing, all the different kind of t-shirts and keeping me straight. But let me bring on the Greg. There he is.
It is Saturday, right?
You've been on me for a long time about doing something on the weekend, and I figured, you know what?
That's usually
I need to accommodate Greg a little bit, and so we were on our way home, and I was like, Toby, I said, what do you think, private or live? And he goes, hell, I don't know. Let's just do something. And I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. So here we are.
I mean, it's usually Friday, like around 4, but I can do Saturday at 10. Either way.
And Fridays I'm usually out and about. So,
hey, Toby.
Hello, guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties. My laptop decided to update right as the stream started. So,
Toby, do you have the wheel downloaded that for super chats?
No, but I'll take care of it for you. I got you. You just like always, just send me the Venmo and PayPal.
Yep. Yeah, Mike, we'll figure it out, buddy, for sure, man. So, Greg, do you have any of the Elkwoods?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
We may be able to fix that in the future, maybe. I can stagger. Yeah, I hear you. I can hear you, DMC. That's awesome, buddy. Thank you, man.
They did what? They did buff turkey and like some of the older 18-year Barton stuff or something like that.
Yeah, they did a round of buff turkeys. I think it was, what year were those? Were they 18s, Toby, or were they 15s? You remember?
I think the high age Barton, I think that they did was 18-year, correct. But they also, I'm not sure if he did a buff turkey or not. He may have done one. I don't know. I've got so many Oakwoods now, I've lost count.
I think there's at least one of them, Toby. I'm almost certain of that.
Well, Elkwood definitely had a bunch of buff turkey at one time.
Yeah. This was a couple years ago.
Yep. I've got one. I have 115 and 116, both buff turkey. Yeah.
Okay.
But they're distillery, not Top Dog.
What are you heading down there tomorrow, Marty?
Yeah, in the morning. First thing in the morning. Nobody left here till like 2 o'clock to get there, and it's 3.5 hours. So all they were going to do was get there and unload the car and go to bed. Yeah. So I was like, I'll see y'all in the morning.
Well, you can do a live stream like you did a couple years ago with the fireworks in the background. Look like you're in.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Under assault.
Hold on. Greg let the cat out of the bag real quick, but that area where the beach and the fireworks are behind me, that's the same place. So I'm going to try to lock that in Tuesday night when Toby goes live. So I hope to, lock it, because that was a killer spot.
Hey, that's a beautiful resort. We stayed there good God, this is date myself. This was probably like 15 years ago when me and my brothers and people from where I'm from in PA used to do a golf trip. And it's a beautiful hotel. I think almost every night they have like that manager's cocktail reception where they give out free booze and food and stuff like that. It's nice. I think you get like a free breakfast with your stay and stuff like that. It's a nice place. I like that.
Yeah, it's good. And the pool's massive, and you can literally spend the day at the pool. There's plenty of umbrellas and stuff. And my niece and nephew are extremely, gotta love them, autistic. So the pool is a great place just to let them loose and not worry about, how far down the beach they go and stuff like that. So it's a great little environment for everybody. And we have 3 rooms together for the family. Dad's worked that out to where everybody's one door away.
When
So
we stayed there, I think I don't know if they own it, but there's actually a Litchfield golf club down there, like that Willowbrook and all them old ones. I don't know if they own that. It's got the same name, but it's the old style courses with the old moss trees and stuff like that. It's really nice. It's plus they weren't tough. They don't beat you up. You're not going to get embarrassed out there. They're relatively short in length and not exceedingly difficult. It's a good time for everybody.
cheers. Gotcha. Cheers to Marcia.
Uh-oh. I heard a cat somewhere around here.
I heard it.
Yeah, she's here.
I got two of them out here lurking.
Make your appearance.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we had a great week with Mark from Horse Soldier. That stream, and of course, I speak for Toby. We knew that stream was going to go to an element that Whiskey Tube has really never seen before with his military background. That was very special with him. And I was telling Kurt and Allen tonight when we saw them, I was like, the thing is, it's like I had to cut off the military talk because I wanted to get to the whiskey talk of Horse Soldier. And I felt so guilty about doing that. But yeah, when you're dealing with an American hero that has ties with 9/11, that guy is the guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's either that or you decide, well, I'm just gonna have to go 4 or 5 hours to get everything in.
Well, you know what? I probably cheers, Dave, Diamond Dave. The thing is, I would have done that, but he had an event that was like starting at like 3 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock, and he had to bust his ass home to be part of our thing. And I was texting him at like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I was like, Mark, if we need to reschedule, man, just say the word. We don't have to do everything tonight. We can do it again later. He's like, hell no, man. He goes, I want to be part of you and Toby's thing. I was like, all right, we'll do it. So it all worked out well. So we got her going, and it turned out nice. So I hope everybody enjoyed that.
Yeah, I watched that. I can't believe that's already 25 years. Christ, I can't even believe it's like 4 years since the damn first freaking Gulf War,
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus Christ, am I old? which is apparent to anybody watching me on screen.
No, I mean, the whole 9/11 thing is, we brought up the comment, and I think Toby brought it up. It's like, everybody say that was on stream or on camera, where do you remember where you were?
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I mean, like I said, when the first plane hit, I thought it was a fluke. I thought it was some stupid ass, private pilot that was in fog and just didn't know what he was doing, kind of thing, No,
I remember I was working at the bank, and we had the old TV in the lounge room, and somebody said turn it on, and the next thing you know, like nobody's at their desk, and 200 people are squeezed in this damn little lounge / lunchroom watching the damn TV,
Got you, Roger. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, it's so my story real quick was I woke up, I had a pre-con in Lee County, and when I turned the TV on, the first plane that hit, and that's what my comment earlier was what I thought. I needed to shower and get ready, so I left the room, left the TV on, the Today Show, whatever it was. After I showered and came back, the second plane had hit, and I was like, "Whoa, what's going on here?" So I went on and did the pre-con, and then we lost the other plane in Pennsylvania in that time frame. And my boss at the time, his wife was supposed to be on the plane. His wife was supposed to be on the plane to Pennsylvania, and she did not end up doing that trip. So I spent the day with Roger, and yeah, that was.
Toby likes that kind of stuff. I'll have to send you the links to the National Geographic did like 2 I think they were like 2-hour documentaries on inside 9/11. One was everything leading up to it, and the other one was the day of the events and everything that happened and everything. And it was kind of interesting because Ramzi Youssef, who's one of the guys that planned it with Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and everything like that, they actually captured his buddy over in the Philippines. And in 1995, they had his laptop with plans of all that on it. And why it never made it to the proper people, I have no idea. But I'll send that to you. And it's not like some tinfoil hat thing. It's National Geographic did it, you know?
No, I know. But, you know, our country, unfortunately, our country has such a short memory when it comes to history. And not only learning from our own history, but learning from world history. And you look at all of the information that was known about Pearl Harbor, and it was ignored or not recognized for what it was. And it was, you know, only about 60 years later, we made the same mistake again. And unfortunately, our country is really short-sighted. In, you know, if we don't learn from history, we're doomed to repeat it. And so.
What's going on, Trey?
Hey, Trey.
You're muted. There you go.
Sitting around the campfire tonight with my family. My mom and dad are here and just enjoying some good East Tennessee weather for once.
Very good. Cheers, Maynard.
Oh, and we started the night off with a bottle kill.
I'd say so.
I was just drinking that. That's a good one. I just cracked it, so.
Yeah, wait till it opens up. After it opens up. Oh.
That's what I told Marty. It's got to get down a little bit past the shoulder and everything. It's not really fair to. And that's
now we're on to this one.
Yeah, small world.
I mean, you know. Yeah.
See, I expected the Blue Label to be kind of the overwhelming third place of the three, but it's surprising to me how many people are going, "Oh my God, this Blue Label is so good." And anyway, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, the blue label definitely surprised me more. I don't remember it being it's full flavored, as full bodied as it is.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's really held up its own. And then the Weeder, obviously, when I first opened it, I was kind of like, man, this is good. But it was kind of like, okay, the Blue Label just really sticks out. But then once the Weeder opened up, man, it's special. I mean, both the bottles are great.
The blue, you know, the sneaker is the Blue Label's the oldest of the three. The Blue Label's about 9 years.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to. That's what I was going to ask is what do they got in Rick? You know, is how old some of the stuff that they got? You know, I'm not as familiar with them as you guys are.
So the story on the Blue Label is that was a mash bill that was being contract distilled by Bardstown Bourbon Company for Angel's Envy, and then Angel's Envy ended up bad. They backed out of the deal. And so it's a Bardstown distillate, but it's basically a proprietary mash bill. It was, you know, designed by or made up for Angel's Envy. Then they decided not to take it. So Bill tried it, and that's where it came from. Now that's the same distillate that's used in the 8 year, and he has a bunch of barrels of it. And what he's hoping right now is that the 8 year barrels that he has will last long enough so that he doesn't have to, he can continue with the 8 year bottle and bond. Because the rest of these barrels are like seven and a quarter years old. So he's trying to eke out the barrels he has so that he can continue to put out the Blue Label and the 8 year bottle and bond. And then, of course, once this new lot of barrels hits 8 years, he doesn't have to worry about it.
I wonder, does he have any like cherry barrels that he's got put away for like a special release? You know, like, hey, this is going to be a 12.
I mean, I think he has some of like his original Judge barrels, some of maybe the very first couple runs that they did of the Judge with Wilderness Trail. But to answer your question, no, not a lot. When they go when they go to do a judge release every year, and so they're just now starting to pull samples for what will become the judge um, fall winter of this year. Late 2026. And all they do is they just start pulling what they think are going to be some of the best barrels out there based on profiles they've already done or profiling they're getting ready to do, and then they just start doing blends.
Yeah. I saw where because I guess I'm following whatever you do. I'm not where Larrikin must have dropped their 1 year Deep Purple barrel, that I saw the lines on their webpage and stuff like that. Yep. For the what's it like, maybe 9.5 years, something like that, usually around hazmat for Larrikin.
It's a little over. I think it's, if I remember from the email, it's like 143 or something like that, right? Wow. For this year. I have last year's, and it is the single best bottle that I have from Larrikin. Now, our pick is a 9 year, and it's really good. Then they did the Marine 250th bottle last year for the U.S. Marines, and that was a 9 year. And that was a better pour than our 9 year. And then the Deep Purple was even up from that. So at least, and you pay for it though. That Deep Purple is an expensive bottle.
I think it's what, like little over, what's it, 200 something, Toby? Something like that?
And I think it's more than that. I think it's,
is it really?
Probably
yeah, I think the 250th was 200.
It was 2 or 250. Yeah. And I think the
so wait a minute. That has to be the best looking Boyd I've ever seen.
Right,
and I'm not talking about the one in the blue shirt.
Oh, I mean,
hey Trey, tell us about your younger brother.
You're missing that one right there.
Well, that's the brains and the looks of the outfit. I'm just talking about on the male side.
Hey, this is just Dumb and Dumber right here. We just sitting around, We're going to give Friday at Fred's a run for their money. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, but you got connection. That's the first difference.
Well, yeah. Your stream doesn't go in and out either, unfortunately.
I mean, we can make it happen.
I want to go ahead and I don't mean to push the buck, but I'm going to go ahead and give a toast to the future grandparents sitting there. There we go.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm drinking out of my new Glen tonight. I do have to say.
Nice.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah,
let me get it, Trey. There you go.
There you go. Yep. There Kelly got that for me. So
nice.
We're about 8 weeks out, something like that.
I'm 6 weeks out from the third grandbaby, so get on with it. Let's go.
Cheers to you.
You're going to be a parent, Trey?
Yeah, August 20th.
All right, welcome.
Trey, what is your dad's and mom's name? Because I have.
So this is my dad, Mike, and my mom is Sandy.
Okay. Now I don't know, Mike. Do you have any grandkids so far, or is this your first?
This is our first. Yeah, we're looking forward to Miles the fourth.
Nice.
And be our first grandbaby though.
Congratulations.
And we've already seen his picture, and he looks just like me.
Well, it's a shame you can't put him back. I mean, no. Here's cheers to that. Yeah, I got the two
like you already, brother.
So if that's the case, we got a problem.
I like you, brother.
I know it. You're. Listen, I just want to thank you for your ministry.
Thank you.
Because I might be one of those people, and I just want you to know, God love you.
Hey, thank you so much. I've worked hard, and
there's no such thing as a pastor retiring, and I understand that.
Well, there's not, but unfortunately, I've hit a brick wall, and I can't go any further. I'm disabled, but I'm proud of Trey, and he's carrying on the mantle.
There you go. The name lives on.
Yeah, but when I pull out the guitar, it doesn't sound the same as when he pulls it out. I'm just saying that. Like you can listen to him, y'all turn me off whenever I start playing. So he can actually carry a tune.
Well, he's being generous, but I've been around some of the best in the world, and they humored me by letting me play with them. So
I guess the better question is what has he been drinking tonight? What's his favorite? because he's
Well,
had a lot of.
hold on. What's the options and see if we can pick it.
Okay, so you want? Let's start with last night and
I like
tonight's.
the cock.
Well, good
Oh,
Lord.
shh, don't say it. So he's had McBrayer bourbon, the old McBrayer. He's had the Cedar Ridge. He's had the Silver Oak or Silver Grove, the Chicken Cock private cask,
Time
the
out.
Chicken
Which
Cock Island Roost.
I like
the old McBrayer, was that the pick or was that batch 5?
That's the batch
No.
5.
Okay.
That's W.
And then the last one he had the Larrikin Cigar Blend.
Oh, that's good. That's a good
I
bottle.
got an idea.
Okay. Well,
It's between, I don't know. What do you think, Toby?
Well, you do what you're going to do. When you're ready, I want to do the 2 Top Dog Elkwood 9 side by
I'm talking
side.
about, I've got those, but I'm talking about Trey's dad's favorite. I think it might be the cigar blend.
Oh, we're trying to pick his favorite. Okay, it could be. That's a.
And I really
I'm not a
hope
big
it's old
cigar
McBrayer, but I'm shooting for, yeah.
well, you're going to be a little surprised with this one.
Chicken cock.
It is a peach cream brulee.
Okay.
And I do have to say this. It is off profile for Chicken Cock. It is not something I would have ever thought came from them in a blind. I would have never picked it out. And it is gorgeous. It's delicious. It is actually up there for my bottle of the year. And it was a pick. So it's just, I think it's one of those one-offs. Somebody hit a home run.
Yeah.
it was top of the
I
line.
picked it.
Yeah.
So
But-
one of my reps that sends me stuff to review, Colin, sends me all the Sagamore, sends me like a lot of crazy Irish. I don't think what else has Colin sent me in the past. A lot of different things, but he's sending me 4 chicken cocks this week to review, and I really hope he does what he does and sends me 4 full bottles, because we're going to have one hell of a stream with a bunch of samples, 4 different samples of chicken cock.
Oh, you're gonna have more than that because I got a whole bar full.
Okay, well, so what we'll do is me and you will get together, and we may have like a 10 sample stream or something crazy.
Yeah, because I've got the Chanticleer, the Red Stave, the Island Roost, that cream brulee one. It's
Cream
and
sauce.
thanks to Mike Turner for the private cask. It was a local pick down there for him, and it is fire. It is absolutely fire. So,
Do they do their own stuff, or are they sourced from somebody?
sourced.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've had like 1 or 2 bottles, and this was a couple of years ago, and I can't remember. I think they were just.
I'll be honest. They're shelfers that you find in the store. I picked it up as a joke. You get gimmicky stuff, right? Like we did Bushwood a few weeks ago, and you just think gimmick, right? Well, Chicken Cock, I just thought it was a gimmick, cool bottle, the name, whatever. And I picked it up to go to. I'm a South Carolina Gamecock fan, and here being in East Tennessee, when Tennessee plays South Carolina, I either take Fighting Cock or Chicken Cock bourbon when we go to Trey and Cindy Larkin's house, and I'm the only Gamecock fan there. Well,
All right, Coach.
we cracked that bottle, and it was for
Yep.
$40.
I got them both,
It was good.
and I
That's
poured
right.
them single blind. I know, I know. I got 2 glasses. I just mixed them up.
Let me go get my pen because I'm going to mix them up. Y'all keep talking. I'll be right back.
No,
Okay.
Took it out of my book.
but
See if that tastes. Oh, you on the phone?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I don't want to be on TV. My wife don't want to be on TV. That tastes good.
It's good. You didn't need more peanut butter?
Yeah, it tastes good to me.
yeah. No, but I'll say Chicken Cock. When you get into, a lot of lines you try their base lineup. If it's solid, you move on up. You'll try something else in the lineup, and I don't know if I would have gone up with them if someone hadn't given me a bottle. And when I did go up their line, I think their upper echelon is better than what their bottom line represents from them. I think their $49 bottle is just meh. It's just okay. It's not bad, but I think Green River, there's a lot of things at that price point that are better.
Yeah, I know they've had some premium stuff, and they've had even a few notches up that were really premium. But I've never had any like single barrel or special pick stuff from them.
Well,
I
this
think I had
private
like
cabinet, Mike Turner, he picked it up for me and sent it to me. That peach creme brulee could not be. It's a peach ring, and then on the end that toasted caramel creamy note you get is insane. It works really well. My favorite one they ever had was the Chanticleer. When it opened up, I had it side by side with Russell's 15 in a blind, and I picked the Chanticleer over Russell's 15.
You sent me a sample of that trade, and it was very good.
Yeah, it's just different. I mean, it is literally. I think that's maybe their gimmick. Their thing is it's not a gimmick, but they're just totally different profiles with all the stuff they do. Like I got a red stave in there now. It's a solid bottle. They're just, for me, I think they're just a little on the high side for their price points. But it's solid. It's not bad.
Has anybody tried? I don't even think we'll get it here. I think I talked to somebody and it's not even in the warehouse anymore. Has anybody tried the 16-year, the Austin Nichols that came out?
Yeah,
I mean,
good?
I know someone that's got it.
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah, I've had 3 samples of it. It hasn't hit Lexington yet.
Okay. Yeah.
Devo sent me a sample, and yeah.
And there's so much politics Marty knows in NC ABC that if some people like where Marty's at. What's the name of the place that you used to go to?
B&B.
Talking about it.
No. Up in the ABC store in North Carolina.
Oh, Youngsville.
Yeah, Youngsville. When and I don't like it, but remember when blueberry or blackberry Seagrams was a rage? We couldn't even get a case where I'm at, and Marty sends me a picture from Youngsville. There's 2 pallets, one at each end cap on a row. There's like 100 cases of the Seagrams that's there, and it's just theoretically everybody's supposed to get a little bit of something, but it don't work that way in North Carolina.
I'm gonna show you something real quick, Trey. I know you got. There we go. Hold on a minute.
There he goes.
There we go.
Here, cut him off, Marty. He's flexing.
It's not William LaRue.
I got the LaRue too, but yeah. No, I was fortunate to be able to pick one up. Yeah.
Hey, I heard that 13 years supposed to be. It's 14 year and what 17 and 18 or something like that in it.
Something like that.
So I want to show you what my dad was in the military for 47 years, and when me and Toby got to meet Mark in April, I had him do this for my dad, and this is going to be his Father's Day gift. So this is, here we go. This is a horse soldier.
Oh wow.
USA 250th, and Mark was kind enough.
We sign it.
It's the gold label 87 proofer, and he signed it. Mark, CTG SF, and then he got his autograph on it right there. But the best part of it was he signed it to Command Sergeant Major McLeod.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's going to be, my dad will, he kept, I don't know if y'all saw the stream, but he kept texting me, and yeah, it was.
Are you going to give him that tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to take it with me to Litchfield and give it to him tomorrow.
That's awesome. I tell you what, I think people sleep on Horse Soldier. I really, I just don't think people expand out sometimes, and that's one bottle. If I see it, I'm buying it because it's good.
Well, you know what? Their 10-year cast strength picks are just phenomenal, and I don't know. Just me guessing on the profile, I think to me it's kind of got like a Barton profile. It doesn't mean it could be Four Roses, it could be Heaven Hill, but it comes across to me as a little bit Barton. But I think for what they are, I think it's a little bit Barton. So I'm just gonna, I don't know any truth to that. There's
hey, you know what?
Cheers, buddy.
Nowadays, if it's anything at Source Marty, there's probably a 40 or 50% chance it is Barton because they put
the age to it. If it's over 9 years, it's hard to be MGP.
I'll
I mean,
say, for me, of the three shelfers, the first two, I don't own them. For me, Core Soldier starts with their barrel strength, and it's not because of the proof. It's because it takes the proof to get the profile. But
really,
then the 10-year. This is just me. I'm just the two. And I don't remember the price points, but the entry tier and the mid tier, they're fine. It's not bad whiskey. It just doesn't do anything for me. It's kind of anyway. But so for me, it starts with the barrel proof or barrel strength, and then of course the 10-year picks are badass.
That's the one that I was looking for, is the 10-year picks, and I haven't seen it. I think you can order online, and I think it's overpriced, but I read some good things about it. Is Barton's putting out actually a 12-year Terry Bradshaw hazmat bourbon. Did you see that? It's
Wow.
It's 12-year Barton. It's 140 something plus proof, and I think it got a pretty good review on Breaking Bourbon or something like that.
Wow.
Cameron did an old Barton Bradshaw pick about a month ago, and Russ gave me a sample of it, and it was phenomenal.
Was it the hazmat stuff, Marty?
I don't remember if it was hazmat or not, because I sit here and pounded through some samples just to try to get an idea that night of maybe a track we want to follow for Legends of the Oak, and I don't remember if it was hazmat.
That would probably be about when I first read the review on it, And I mean, I bought one of his. I'm from Western Pennsylvania. I bought one of his first barrels a few years, and it was okay. It was nothing special. It wasn't.
I did too. I bought the Black Label when it came out, but that was back when I lived in Tennessee at B&B. I bought it, and I said when I tried it on stream back then, I was like, this is the best celebrity whiskey I've ever had.
Yeah.
And it was not anything special. It was, but he also had $100 bottle that Jody bought when me and Jody went to B&B. Jody bought it, I think, for his dad. And I don't know how it turned out, but I like the regular, 98 or 110, whatever that proof was that I bought back then.
And what wasn't bad is, I don't know where they sourced it from, but not the lower proof, but the two higher proof Duke bottles weren't bad either. The Duke, I don't know where they
the white label.
The white was a cheap one. Then they had a rye and a bourbon. I think the rye was.
My Duke was the bourbon Black Label is what I had.
Okay, yeah, the higher proof one, yeah. The white label was like the lower grade. It's like maybe 92 proof, and then they made one like 4 or something like that. It wasn't bad. It's not bad.
Well, it's like if you'd had it before and you went to a bar and you wanted a good inexpensive pour, that'd be a great one to order if they had it.
Well, and those things are, even then, hell, if someone don't like to drink it, it's good for making a damn cocktail,
The Bradshaw was one of the celebrity brands that has done better than not. I think the same thing goes for the Heaven's Door. For a time, at least, it was getting better than not reviews, and the Blackened was getting better than not reviews. The one that I've kind of followed is the Brothers Bond. Now, when I tried it, it was their 80 or their 85 proofer when it first came out. I'm like, nope, pass. But pretty much everything that they've come out with since then has been really good. But they're also quite a bit different. They're actually involved in the entire process from grain to glass. They've really become, one of the two of them has basically retired from acting and is now, that's all he does. And so there's even quite a bit more hands-on when it comes to that one. So
I got a Heaven's Door, a local place did one, and it wasn't Dickel because it wasn't the 84 8 and 8. That's Dickel,
right.
This one was MGP, and it was pretty good. And then it was who's the big barrel company that they put in, ISC or something? I can't remember the damn initials.
Oh, come on. Independence Dave.
That's it. Yeah.
Independence Dave.
Yeah.
Whatever
and
the
it was
acronym is.
it was like $80 a pick, and I thought this is pretty good.
The other one that I think is a bit of a sleeper is 3-chord. And I don't think most people even know that that's a celebrity brand. If anybody doesn't know, that's Neil Giraldo's, who's Pat Benatar's husband and guitar player from the very beginning. He's a record producer. And again, he's far more involved in the entire process. And 3-chord doesn't necessarily trade on his celebrity. It's almost like it's celebrity owned, but he's trying to make it without leaning too much into, the celebrity part of it.
I can tell you one to avoid when I first started. This was one from Creekwater, and that may be the worst tasting bourbon I've ever had in my life.
You know what? I had a girl back in Tennessee
Creekwater
that told me, yep. And it was literally, I poured it down the drain before I moved.
Whose is this?
It was some rock guitar or some band guy, right, Marty? I can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
He was on Fred Minnick's, and I think Fred, just to be polite, said it was okay. But remember, it had that weird twist, like
it had like a
twist tie to open a cork.
Cider. It had like the cider thing.
Like a champagne, like a champagne.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I tried it. And
I don't even know what that would be.
It was so bad that I wouldn't even pour it over my charcoal to get it started. I can tell you that.
All right,
it would ruin the hamburgers and hot dogs.
Toby, I've got them both poured. I've got. I don't know which is which. I've already mixed them up. They're in the same. They're both in McBrayers. I've got one glass labeled one glass labeled 2, and I want to see that if we can talk through notes and figure out which is which barrel.
Well, hey, hold that up. That's dark as hell.
I was about to say that looked like straight coffee.
I mean, is that coffee?
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling
you, this is very. These are both. They're only 4 proof points apart. One's 125, one's 129. Now I know that one of them for sure is OZ Tyler. The other one, the newer one, the 125. May either be OZ Tyler or it may be Beam. I don't know. Maybe.
Why did I think they were Green River?
What's that?
I thought they were both Green River.
Well, OZ Tyler that's just old Green River.
But you're talking about the older Green River. Okay.
OZ Tyler.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. But I think there's something that's sticking in the back of my mind that says the 125 could possibly be Beam. But on the nose, I think they're both OZ Tyler.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, Marty, those look like scotch that went into a wet sherry cask. I can tell you that.
I'm telling you, I've got with these 2 picks, and I'll speak for Toby. I have more backups of these 2 picks than anything in my collection, hands down.
Yep.
Is this that
last
Elkwood?
year? Because
yes, these are both of the Elkwoods. Me and Toby poured. We're going to talk through them and try to figure out if we can get.
Oh,
hold on.
So what years? 9
and 9.
Both 9 years.
Both 9. I think I have the 18 actually, I'm going to see if I have it. I think I have an 18 sample right now. I don't know if I still have a 9.
And for me, this is Bluegrass Distillers, which is maybe 15 minutes from my house. They have a house label, Bluegrass Distillers. They also do another label called Midway, which is, I think, all Rise. And then their elevated label is Elkwood Reserve. And Elkwood is all sourced, but I don't own any of the other 2 labels. Go figure. I own probably 18 or 20 bottles of Elkwood. Everything that you do is fantastic.
With what you have in the glasses, it looks like Tamdu 15-year that went into a wet cask. I'm telling you.
No, man.
That's scotch.
Marty, is it me? Or I know they're not, but on the nose, if you told me these were finished, I could believe you.
Uh-oh.
There's
Maybe they went into a sherry cask.
No, they're not gonna.
All right.
It's dark fruit.
My glass one is hot.
Really?
A
God,
little bit.
I'm in a regular Glen, and I'm not. They're not
Glass
singling
two is
me
very
out.
similar, but not as hot. One of them is I know that I think the 120, the newest one, the 125 proof, I got was straight up cherry cola. So I got to distinguish
getting
between
dark.
the two.
Dark cherry, dark
Don't mess with
berry
that.
on
Come
both
on.
noses.
Glass two is a little rigid. Glass one on the nose is a little bit lighter. But a little more heavier. So that might be the 129. So I'll let you give what you're getting. Oh yeah, Dave. The Spanish oak, I've got 2 of those too, man. Those are so good.
And the thing when you go, because they do 3 different wood finishes on the Oakwood series. They do a Spanish oak, a French oak, and a toasted oak. And I believe those are all beam. And when you go on, anytime you go, depending on which barrel they're on, it could be anywhere. Any one of those 3 could be a 9, 10, or an 11-year barrel. And I think, Marty, I think we're all kind of the same mind that generally the Spanish is the best of the 3.
I agree.
They're all fantastic, but I think generally the Spanish is the best of the 3.
Of the last couple I tried of those Buffalo Trace Old Charter, I like the Spanish oak that came out a couple years ago the best, I think, of all those.
Are you talking about the Elkwood 9-year Spanish oak?
Yeah, that's one of them. Try it. Pour it up.
That's what I got. Yes, sir.
Who sent you that? Did I send you that?
Well, I got
No, that's not. No.
I want to say this is either.
You know
Dave,
how I send my
this
my
is either
sample?
Dave or Mike Turner. I want to say.
Okay. Oh, well, I know Turner has. I mean, how Turner got a bunch of Elkwood when he was here just a few weeks ago.
But yeah, this is the 9-year Spanish oak, 118 proof. I knew I had some. Oh wow! I wish I had the Rebecca Creek Spanish oak to pour next to this.
It'll be too heavy, I promise, between the 2. It's
There
great.
have been 2 or 3 people that have made that comparison that the Elkwood is, you know, if the Rebecca's Last Ride was a home run for Spanish oak, the Elkwood is like in the park triple or something like that, you know.
Oh man, that's awesome. I mean, you can see the color.
Wow.
I mean, it's yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, Bluegrass Distillers up until just 2 or 3 years ago was located in the same big building as West 6th Brewing in downtown Lexington, which used to be a bakery, like a Wonder Bread or Weber Bread, that kind of bakery. And most of it now is West 6, and they had a small portion of it. And then they bought a farm outside of Lexington, just outside of Lexington, called Oakwood Farm. And it was a functioning farm with this massive, farmhouse mansion on the property. And they bought the entire thing. And they're growing some of their own grain, right? Corn and grain right on the property. They moved all the distillery out there. And that's when they bought that. That's when they introduced the Oakwood line, which is their premium line, and it's named after the farm they bought. And it's like when you drive up the long dirt, gravel driveway, you see you drive right up to the farmhouse or farm manor, mansion, whatever. And that's the visitor center. If you're going for a tour and shit like that, that's where you go. If you know better, you make the right turn and you go right down to the distillery and tasting room and bypass the touristy stuff. And the tasting room is great. I mean, it's they got a really nice bar to sit at, but there's also plenty of like plush chair. It's like a big living room type thing with coffee tables, cocktail tables, and plush chairs, shit like that. Anyway,
if you're sourcing your own grain, you don't have anyone to blame but yourself, so you have total control over it.
Yeah, I don't think the farm's big enough to where they can grow all their own corn and grain, but I know they're growing a portion of it. I know for a fact they are, because they've talked about that. I think it may be more that they're doing like heirloom stuff and not, because I know they've got a blue corn product. So when it comes to corn, they may be just doing more of your heirloom corns, your reds, your blues, whatever. But I think they're also getting ready to open up a restaurant, Marty. Okay, you remember that?
Yep.
Dude, I tell you what, if I didn't know this was Spanish oak, I'd say it's a cigar blend. It's very dark raisin.
What is the age statement on that one? Is it 9 year?
9 year.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely got that leathery, like humid. Like you walk in a humidor and you get that leather, just tobacco note. Oh man, it's really good. But it's kind of got that dark fruit, kind of like a dark a raisin. It's not sweet, but it's fruity. It's good. Mm-hmm. It's really good.
Marty, my first glass, Toby, the one I've got labeled 1 is a little bit hotter than the last 2.
It's good.
We had a local ABC.
I consistently get that cherry barrel root beer note on 1, but on glass 2, I don't get as much root beer, but I get a huge cherry cola, which may make me think this might be the 125 proof, the newer one.
Okay.
We had a local store, Marty, do like a Father's Day thing for like opening up, like first come, first serve. And of course, they opened at 10 and the idiots started showing up at the parking lot at 5 a.m. And they had a few nice bottles. I think they had a couple like JD 14s, maybe 5 or 6 10s, a couple orange Wellers, a few other things. But I ain't showing up and waiting 5 hours to get a dang bottle. I can tell you that right now.
I don't know. I'd stand in line for that single barrel Weller.
I don't know. They had like 3 of those.
Why would you stand in line?
Well,
I
mean, yeah. Hey,
you just got to reach out, man.
Okay.
I didn't know. know.
That's the one.
I figured you had 3 of everything. So.
No. Honestly, though, like I get my allotment. I buy a bottle of LaRue every year because the store. That's the one bottle I tell my store I want it. You get it, I want it. And they usually get 1 or 2, and I get 1 of them. Right. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, like I got a Weller foolproof pick. Every now and then I get lucky and get a CYPB. Kelly literally bought my first single barrel Weller for me last year on secondary market just to complete my collection. But I don't want to open it because I can't back it up. I know.
Yeah. There you go.
It's so good. I think that's their best. That bottle to me is one of their best offerings. I just wish it wasn't the price it was.
Well, it's not bad. The problem is you can't hardly even get it there.
Yeah, well, that's just it. You can't find it. Like it's It's one of those. Oh yeah.
If they get any tray, they may get 3 bottles or something, and that's what he had on the table. He had 3 of those. I think he had.
So you have a backup bottle, so you can go open your single.
Yep.
You
Go get it.
say less.
My man.
What's retail on that? Like $70?
59.
59?
70, 80.
Well, everything's
And
gone up.
that's the really good thing. If you're blessed, and this is not a bragging thing, I am blessed to have some of the friendships that I've made that I get this stuff at MSRP. And that's the best thing about Buffalo Trace is their shit at MSRP. I mean, forget Millennium and shit like that, but all the way up to and including BTAC at MSRP, it's good. You know, those are good prices. I'm happy to pay MSRP for BTAC. Anything above that, no. Now, on Campari, on the other hand, with Wild Turkey, I mean, they've gone off the reservation when it comes to MSRP on everything from Russell's 13 on up. Not that I don't have a few. But.
Oh man.
Yeah, same way, Toby, with some of the Heaven Hill stuff. You know, it's good, but I don't know.
Right. You're right. Yes.
Cheers, guys.
Yes.
Cheers. Here's to Toby.
There you go. And is there not going to be an Elijah Craig barrel proof this year in bourbon?
Yes, not.
That's the rumor.
I mean,
hey, but if anybody,
they did the one rye that was such a banger. And
no, they've got the second rise.
Yeah, I heard that
came out.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
But if anybody sees the you know, just as a bit of a collector, if anybody, you know, I have the Elijah Craigs all the way up through C925. I'm missing C925 for Larceny barrel proof. If anybody out there sees a Larceny C925, I want it for no other reason than if they're going to shut down those 2 lines, I just want to have the last one of each one.
Yeah.
And I know C925 exists for Larceny, but I get the feeling it probably wasn't a wide release.
I haven't seen it here, Toby, and I think I'm going to order it. I think there's some places online that have it at a reasonable price, and you can maybe pay $20 shipping or something. I may do that because I have every one since 2020. I have A120 Larceny up to C920.
Right.
I don't have C925. I have like multiple. So I have one that I put away and one that I drink.
Right. And that's it. I just want one. I'm not asking.
Yeah, I'm going to look online to see because it never made it here. I think the last Larceny I've seen around here is 2024, and I'm not even sure which release that was.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, here in Lexington, hey, you got William Hall.
There he is.
Yes, sir.
William Hall, welcome, buddy.
Cheers, guys. How's it going?
Good, man.
Yeah,
Hope
how
you're
are
doing
you?
well.
Getting better.
I mean, right now in Lexington, the oldest Larceny or Elijah Craig barrel proof you see is A125.
That's probably about right around here.
Yeah. And anyway, so I'm hoping.
I'll look around.
I got surprised.
I got your number. I'll text it. I'm going to look for. I need to get just one. Even if I don't drink it, I'll throw it in with the ones that I've got because I've got every one from A120 up. So I'll throw it in with that. I'll get at least one. Give it to my granddaughters. Here, sell this in 10 years. You can buy a book at college.
One tip for people that, you know, I know a lot of, even though we all have a lot of it now, and we're not really tracking the Buffalo Trace drops because C924, A20, yeah, for sure, Travis. If you, and I don't track most of the Buffalo Trace stuff anymore, but Bowman drops with at the same time as anything from Buffalo Trace or because it's all Sazerac or whatever. And so I walked into one of my locals that I have a relationship last week, and I knew that they were getting their, their Buffalo Trace drop. I didn't expect anything out of that, and I was right. There was nothing exciting except they had held back one bottle for me, and it was the A. Smith Bowman cast strength batch 5. And I've tried to get. Well, I've been lucky. I've gotten there, and this is the 5th anniversary of that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And guys, I thought that bottle had passed me by this year because that came out like 6 months ago, and I thought it had passed me by. And they were kind enough. They knew that it was on my short list, and they held one back, and it made my week last week.
It's funny to me how Buffalo Trace does it, because like my parents live in West Tennessee, and we live here, and I get stuff they don't ever see,
Right.
But I go there and I can find foolproof Blanton's and the Antique 107 all day sitting on the shelf. But here, I've got the Eagle Rares, the Green Label. That's kind of what we get here, and it's just crazy how I never see the Bowman stuff. I never see. So it's like you're getting them in your area, and I'm getting stuff you're not. It's just crazy how they spread it around.
Yeah. Like I'm 25 minutes from Turkey, and it hasn't hit Lexington yet. But you got yours a week or two ago. So.
Well, and what's crazy is mine was a late drop as well for what that was, right? And we still haven't seen Star Hills Farms around here. Which I think is crazy because it's been what, 3 months out now.
Right.
So
we had Valdez, one store, like, I don't know, it's maybe up towards Hickory, which is maybe 40 miles, 50 miles north of Charlotte, and then go another maybe 20 or 30 miles east of that has, I don't know, grand opening, whatever it was. And they had cases of the this year's Russell Reserve, the 45th anniversary.
Gerald.
What's that, Marty?
I was talking to Gerald.
Okay. And I mean, and this is like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So this is like a week or so right after, 2 weeks after the damn Austin Nichols archive came out, Yeah. And they've got cases of the 45th anniversary 13 year.
Toby, I will say this is I know why I like this so much. It's got a little floral note to it, but it is a butterscotch bomb. So kind of it's got that medicinal flavor to it, the floral note that you get kind of, but that butterscotch just comes through. I mean, it's just solid. It's just a solid pour.
So Toby, let me ask you something. Between the two samples or the two pours we have of the Elkwood, does one of them give you just a straight up cherry cola vibe compared to the other?
Give me 1 second. I'm catching up on the wheel, boss.
Okay, go ahead.
Is that is that Gerald Romine?
Correct.
Marty?
Yes.
I'll call him Gerald because that sounds so British.
Yeah, guys, we've got 2 killer bottle giveaways.
Sure, everybody's on the wheel here. I've got Only Tub, Roger Dodger, Dave Perkins, we got Foo.
Hey, I'm on a roll. Let me send you something here, Marty. Get in the drawing.
Let's go. You are on a roll. You won last week.
Well, we'll see how much of a roll I'm on. It's Father's Day weekend. I'll let you know tomorrow if I'm on a roll.
I know.
Okay, you said cherry cola, right, on the palate?
One of them is straight up cherry cola, nose and palate. A lot of proof on the palate, and then the other one is just like very oaky, black pepper citrus. They're two different animals, but they're very similar. That makes absolutely no sense to people that are watching.
No, it does, because I've got them both, and it absolutely does. And
Go
I
through,
think
Marty.
this is the
Gotcha, Greg.
black pepper citrus, and I think this is the cherry cola. I just hope that we're in agreement.
What are we doing? We doing Venmo for the giveaway, or what's the?
Yeah, that's
Whatever
fine.
works for you.
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Who am I sending it to?
Marty.
Marty.
What now? What I missed?
I try to circumvent Google because they dip their beak, so I send it right to
no.
Marty.
Yeah, for sure.
Marty, you got the StreamYard pinned. Okay, I need the link tree, and I'll add it to the scroll here.
The what?
You've got the StreamYard link pinned in chat. I was
Yeah.
going to add I'm sorry, you've got the StreamYard pinned in chat. I was going to add the link tree to the scroll.
It should be the link tree's at the top of the screen. Gotcha, William.
Thank you, sir.
Top of the screen.
I'll go ahead.
Is it a bad thing that Marty shows up at the top of my Venmo list?
I know you look at my top 10 of my Venmo list. It's all bourbon channels.
As long as you win, William, that's all good.
Well, I haven't had a drink in a week, and I still got 3 more days. So
I have it in 2 days, and that's a big deal for me.
well, drinking on antibiotics is not a.
I hear you, buddy, and I appreciate you jumping on with that fighting you.
I got the stitches out, so that's a bonus.
Oh wow!
There you go.
One of the local guys that I know at one of the stores got one of these, and he put one away for me. So I'm going to try this tonight.
Which one's that?
Number 10, chapter 10. What's it? All the Wiser or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I just cracked that. I cracked that a few days ago.
let me know what you guys think, because if it's no good, I'm not going to open mine. I'll trade it off.
I heard good things about it. I don't know.
I'm not going to say anything till he tries it.
All right.
It's definitely got older beam in it, Trey. That's what I do know that.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I was going to say about that Spanish oaked elkwood. I feel like it's kind of it's got that bean nutty note on the end of it.
Okay.
Do you like it?
No, I really do like it. It's a great. I think it's a good substitute for a cigar blend because it doesn't. You don't get the Ambarano notes and all that you get in a lot of the cigar blends. And the finish on it is, like I said, it's that nutty bean note. You know, honestly, it tastes like a lower proof Booker finish with that nuttiness to it that I really like. It's really good. No, the few samples of Elkwood I've had, I've thoroughly enjoyed.
I do know that Universal has a 9-year or 2 there, but the last time I was there, Trey, we know the dipshit that picks those.
Yep.
And I said, "Can I try these?" Well, we don't have any open. And I was like, "Okay, thank you. I'll see you later."
Yeah, you know I've been burned a few times on those picks there. I mean, I'm a big Hirsch fan. I like Hirsch. I like what they do, and it's hard to do them wrong. And I bought one of their Blue Label picks, which is their lower tier line, and there's nothing wrong with that. But a pick, I don't know if I would have given $10 for it, much less $49 for it.
Yeah,
it was that bad. I mean,
well, I had that. I bought Kevin that bottle of the Starlight Honey.
Oh yeah,
for his birthday, and that was absolute garbage. And
that's the one Trey and I we have that and the Jesse James whiskey in a decanter, and that's what we pour people when they need when they've had a little much, and it doesn't matter what you pour.
See, that's a prime example of, you know, I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus, but I'm gonna throw them under the bus and back over them twice. That's the situation when you do a pick, you just literally say, "I'm gonna walk away. This is not really what we're looking for." you know, but
Right.
they still picked it, and they still wanted a freaking $110 for it.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what's funny is you say that, but when we did the pick with Larrikin for B&B, my biggest fear was we're going to pick if we just going to do a pick and it doesn't resonate.
Sure. Well, it
and
didn't at first. It didn't.
It didn't at first, but now they still have people coming back asking for it, even though they have no more left.
Oh, that's good.
So I think that's really cool.
This definitely smells like older bean tray, that's for sure.
Well, two things about what Trey's saying too is like, one thing is like, you got to have a bunch of experienced palates when you do a pick.
Yeah.
And you take a consensus when you're done. It's like, did anything like just absolutely blow you away? And if most people say no, it's just like either you have two options, walk away, or what else you got in the back you can bring out. That's when the American Light Whiskey came out.
Yep.
And then he brought
and
go ahead.
Not only that, but Josh was prepared for exactly that situation.
Yeah, he was.
So I don't think we had him bring out any other American Light whiskeys. I think we were pretty much settled on that one. He didn't have to. But I think when it came to the 9-year, he brought out two more, and we still went with the, I think it was the number 2.
Yeah. I just think it's funny that, Marty and I are sitting at a table. Toby, you were at a table with another group. We picked the opposite one of y'all.
Yeah.
But and I'm sitting here going, there's no way you didn't pick this one. Like in my mind, I'm like, it is so.
But you were smart enough to go, hold on, time out. Let's.
It was just. It was in a different level. I mean, there comes a point where it's like, okay, your tasting notes, my tasting notes, they might be a little different, but this was night and day different. One had a little soapy taste to it, and it just was not.
Yeah,
it just wasn't
dish detergent. Yep.
It had that dish detergent taste. I'm like, there's no way they're picking this one as their favorite. I just, and I don't know what made me come over to your glasses and just sniff them. And I know the one you picked was not the one with the dish soap, but that's the one we had labeled.
But that took all of about 60 seconds to get sorted out.
Yeah.
And Josh realized what he did and fixed it. And then we were all on the same page.
Yeah, but that's what's crazy is we all picked the same one, and it was unanimous on that. It was really good.
Hey, this is pretty good, Trey. I'm telling you what, this is some older age beam in here.
Yeah, the nuttiness on the back end of that is insane. That takes me back to what Booker should be.
Yeah.
Because I've had a lot that disappointed, and I told someone the other day they were talking about getting that bottle, and I said, if you can buy that bottle, buy 5 of them. Yeah,
this is rich. It's got nice oak to it. I mean, it's supposed to be some kind of a sherry influence, but I ain't getting hardly any of that. This just seems like older sweet oak, older age beam to me.
So I take that one back to I don't know if y'all had the Kentucky tea. Y'all remember that batch?
Yeah.
It kind of takes me back to that, but I think it's a hair better than the Kentucky tea. Now, with that being said, I don't have one to compare it to anymore. But the Kentucky tea was kind of like, okay, we've had a few years that were just meh with Booker's. The Kentucky tea comes out, and I'm like, okay, reeled me back in. And I feel like this bottle has done that as well. That one kind of, it made me go, okay, I need to look at Booker's again.
I'll tell you what, I would say that at least 2 out of every 4 that they've been doing has been pretty good. In this year's first release, what was the Bourbon Street, or what was it called? That was a good one too. What was the first? Shoot,
it's not Bourbon Street, but I know what he's getting at.
I passed. Yeah. See, I passed on that one.
It's good.
I'm just waiting for Costco to get it.
You know what?
When it comes to Booker's, I just wait for Costco because then I get it for like.
Hey, Toby. North Carolina's got it on sale right now for $69.99.
You took the words out of my mouth, Greg. They do.
What's that?
Every Booker's. Yep.
Hey, what was that picture I just sent you guys of this year's 1924 at Liquor Barn? And this is the 3rd batch of 1924, and everybody's kind of the full consensus is this is the best.
It's good. I got one. It was good. I enjoyed it.
And Liquor Bar has it for like $90.
What?
Really?
I think it was $120 here or something like that.
I know.
Yep.
I know. Well, Trey, are you looking back through your text? Because I sent that picture out within like the last week.
I'm looking right now.
I think $119.99 was retail in North Carolina.
Yeah, I was about to say I think I paid $109 for mine.
You can get Booker's here at Total Wine for $119. Usually the little locals will have it for like $129.
So the Bookers have been running $109 here, and I think they just dropped them to $99. But I mean, I think the bottle he's sipping on right now is worth it. That one's worth it. Some of the others, I think when you start talking $69, $79, okay, they're players. But when you cross that $100 mark, there's so many bottles out there that, you know, like, I mean, you got K-Luke's, you start looking at, you've got, you know, our Larrikin bottles you start looking at. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that plays at $100, so it's stiff competition.
I think, Trey, North Carolina must have did something with Beam, because right now Bookers are $89.99 has been the list for North Carolina.
Yeah.
And like this month they have the Bookers on sale for $69.99. You can't fucking beat that.
Man,
No, for
cheap.
$69, that's about all day long. Well, I mean, actually, the bottle you're on for $99, I'd buy it all day.
Yeah, I think I paid the black bottle. What's retail on that? Like $149, $159, something like that.
Yep.
And it's old. It's not quite there yet. Have you tried the 211 year, the 211 year they put out a couple years ago? It's not as high as proof, but that one was really good. The something Creek, they did a 184 and then they did a 211 the year after. I can't remember what it was. Hardin's Creek, that's what it was.
Here we go. Okay. So Old Forester 1924, $99.98.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, I'm looking for a text, Trey, and it's a shining example when I have to search through like a bazillion texts.
I was about to say, I quit looking because I was like, there's no way I'm reading through 1 million texts to get to that.
I know, man. This text group is crazy.
His Bookers quit doing their anniversary
all
one
day.
The 35th was supposed to be a couple years ago, so as they quit the anniversary stuff for Bookers. Remember, they did a 25 and a 30, and I don't think they've done anything since then.
Of course, that's your daily pour, Dave, because you can get it all day.
It's probably on
So
clearance.
I just want to. I'm gonna highlight Richie Z here for a minute. Richie, so the Larrikin single barrel purple label for 109. That's about par. That might be a little under. I mean, I feel like that could be what 120. But if you can find, how many years is it, Richie? Is it 8 year or 9 year? And not that really matters, because I've had some 8 year Larrikin that beats 9 year and vice versa. So anyway,
when we went there like a year or so ago, I guess a year ago last May, I picked up like two. I think one at the store and one at the distillery. We stopped by there, and you can't go wrong. You got to get at least one, and if you see different barrels, you just give them a shot. It's definitely worth it.
I just like how the profiles are. I mean, they definitely are very different. They bring an offering that they're very unique one from the next. It's not the same thing. And I think that's what's lost in today's is everyone tries to mimic what they've done in the past, which is good to a degree. But when you're paying $100, you want an experience. You want something fresh, something new. And I think they're delivering. And I think that's what makes Larrikin special. You know, every time you go, it's like, okay, what am I going to get this time?
Yeah.
You know,
and
I think
they have two flights. They kind of have this core flight, which is fine. You know, I always tell everybody your first time, get that and work your way through that. But then they have like the elevated flight, which is two different single barrel bourbons. It could be 2 8s, 2 9s, 8 and a 9, whatever. And then there'll be 2, and I think it's 2 high wheat ryes. And it used to be 7 years. Now the high wheat ryes are up to 9 years. And or 8 and 9 or whatever.
I think it's 8
and so that'll be a flight of 4, and you'll get 2 bourbons, 2 high wheat ryes, and that high wheat rye mash bill is one of a kind.
They had that when we were there.
Else.
They had that when we were there, like last May. I think they had that. I think like what was it, the Rose Petal or something just came out. I think I spent most Rosewater. That's it. Yeah, I got 1 or 2 bottles, and I think I wound up spending as much in the gift shop because I got Glens, they got candles, it's a nice distillery to go to.
I tell you what, it's one of my favorites, and if you can be lucky enough to put on the purple smoking jacket and have a cigar and a bourbon, by all means, I say do it
and not get kicked out.
Hey, he came up and shook my hand while I was wearing his smoking jacket. That's all I have to say.
Didn't you put on his smoking jacket by mistake, Mark?
No. So here's
not
the
me.
deal.
Trey did.
Oh, Trey did.
We go to the Bourbon Trail for Trey Larkin's 50th birthday, and we had hit probably 3 distilleries, and Larkin was kind of our, hey, this is where we're going to sit and rest and have some pours. Now, with that being said, we'd already done 4 samples already that morning, all day. We end up there. And so I walk in to get a cigar, and there's this purple.
It's hanging in the humidor.
Yeah, he's got a walk-in humidor with this purple suede jacket. It's got the nice rabbit, says Larkin, or kangaroo says Larkin on it. I just pick it up and put it on. And I walk outside with this jacket on and start smoking a cigar. Well, Greg wasn't there yet, but he sure shows up while I'm sitting outside in his jacket smoking a cigar. And he's great. He's funny. And nice. But yeah, that was memorable. That was fun.
It didn't have any military insignias on it. It wasn't stolen valor.
No. It is truly, dude. If Prince had a purple suede jacket, that's what he would have worn. That dude, it is a bougie smoking jacket. You know, you probably had one made out of red suede, and
I want to ask William.
Purple suede.
I want to ask William something. William, back in the winter, we were on, and then we went private, and you talked about maybe starting a channel.
Yep.
Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Conversation.
Yep.
Are you still thinking about doing that? I'm not going to say any more, but
no. Actually, yeah, I am. We're in the middle of remodeling this house and trying to get stuff done. So
sure.
Once I got things set up to where I feel comfortable with it, but yeah,
okay.
It's I might do like some reviews. I don't have the best palate. I mean, it's not worst, but
but you've got our support. And I think what you talked about for the content and the channel stuff that we talked about, I think it's badass. So
no, but you know, I got the chance to meet William in Rhode Island in Indy for back then.
Yep.
I'm getting them confused now. And his palate is better than he's giving himself credit for.
Well, I know that. I know that.
You know, he was, one of the more provocative people at the table. And that's saying something. You know, Jeff was there, Dusty was there, Katie and Ethan were there. And, and there were people I was keying in on, and he was one of them. So I think he's selling himself short a little bit. Right?
I tell you what, if I still had if I had the money, I'd go buy that barrel of the Isla finish. That one really took me by surprise.
That was so because I mean it didn't come off anything like that. It was it snuck up on all of us when he told us what it was.
Hey Martin. Have you heard anything from our mutual friend from Western PA lately?
You know what? I'll be honest, Greg. I thought when the Hurricanes won the Cup, I'd get a text or two. and that's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I know he has some issues going on, so maybe if you
That's
think
okay.
about it when you get back, like from vacay or something, a couple of weeks, maybe if he wants to just get together
I
or
know.
something, let me know.
That would absolutely warm my heart because I miss him so much.
Yeah,
But
just
I'm,
let
I'm
me
like
know.
you. I'm like you. I don't want to push the envelope, and
No,
I feel like if there's something, thank you, Gandhi, awesome. But I also feel like if it's something he wants to be a part of, he knows that me and you are very accessible,
yeah,
and so I'm not. Yeah, I miss him like the plague.
yeah. Just reach out to him in a few weeks
You
if
want to
he wants.
rephrase that?
No, he that's the best way to put it. This is one of the best son of a bitches on the planet, and he's a son of a bitch. And
Okay.
it's Rob McCorkles who we're talking about, Rob MC,
No,
and
I know.
he is. I miss him. But the last time, Greg, he sent me a picture of his bar downstairs, and I bet you 90% of his bottles were gone.
Yeah,
And he's like, I'll give away some, but I'm gonna drink through most of them. And he did send me a text saying last year in 2025, every time he had a gumption to buy a bottle, he'd put that money in savings. And he said he had over $9,000 in savings at the end of 25. And I was like, good for you, bud.
yeah.
Good for you.
I think the last time we got together, Marty, was that
It's a fight.
Tyson MMA fight, whatever it was. I don't know.
Well, I've lived here. I've lived in this house over 2 years, and I was in the other house then. So it's been two and a half years, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for us to do a campfire live stream here.
We can do it.
That's what we need to do. Get Toby to come down. I mean, we got the bedroom.
Right, Richie. Richie says, "Oh yeah, miss Rob MC. He was great reviewing. Yeah, we had a good thing going, but that's okay, man. Life happens for everybody.
We'll find him.
Yep. That's why I'm getting this in now, because coming about 2 months, it might be few and far between when I get on.
Oh yeah, you have no idea what you're in for, buddy. Welcome to the poorhouse, buddy.
You know what? It'll be worth it.
But you know what, Toby? Going back real quick to this little blind we're doing of these Elkwoods, I think they're both two different animals, but I think they're both spectacular. If I had to pick a favorite, it might be Glass 2, and I think I know what it is because of the proof.
Are they both 9 years, right?
I can pick that cherry cola bomb out of this one.
So I finished mine, but I have a favorite. Well,
let's go ahead and go through them, and that way we can
go through them.
So here's my thing is I get the cherry cola note off of the original, the OG 129.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
I don't know which is which. So.
Well, I already looked because I finished them.
Okay.
And
let me look.
The funny thing is, I kind of get the oak note more off of the 125. Now, look, it's 4 proof points. I don't know that that's enough to really matter. It's just 2 different single barrels. And for all we know, it could be, the 125 could be beam, but I don't think so. I think there's too many similarities for the 125 to be beam. I think they're just 2 different OZ Tyler barrels. I mean, because at this point, that doesn't matter. Yeah, so I get dark fruit on both of them. The only one that gives me, I think, kind of a little, I think the 125 gives me a little bit more of an aged oak note than the 129, but, to each his own. I don't know. Gun to my head, I don't know which one I might pick as my favorite. And I'm just glad to have both and a backup of both because Now, if the house is burning down, I know which 2 bottles I'm going to grab on my way out the door.
Yep.
They're that
I think
good.
the 125 has a much more sugar palate
Okay.
than the
Okay.
129.
Okay.
But I would not kick either one of them out of bed for eating crackers. I'm just saying.
So now I'm going to go to my twice a week R&D, and I'm going to do the Jackson Purchase Foolproof Shelter up against the Jackson Purchase one and only single barrel.
Toby, I have to ask, was the Elkwood 18 a buff turkey?
No. 15 and 16 were buff turkeys. 18, 15 and 6, 17 and 18 were just high age Barton.
So I had the 18, I had
That's
the 9. Do they have a 10? Do they have a 10?
Well, yes, you could get so this bottle, depending on where and when you find it, could be a 10-year. I've never seen an 11-year in the white label, which is just bourbon. But I'll be honest, the best white labels I've had have all been 9 years.
Yeah, so you sent me
now
a 9 year.
the toasted, the French, and the Spanish could be 9, 10, or 11 year. At least that's the spectrum I've seen.
So the samples I got from you were the 9, the 10, and the 18. And I actually put the 18 up against the Reveries buff turkeys.
Okay.
In a blind, and I picked the Elkwood over both of those.
You know, and that's saying something because those Reveries bottles are pretty damn
good.
They're
fantastic. I will say in the Reveries 16 year, it's a golden raisin. That's the only way I can, that golden raisin note, like the Sunkist golden raisins. It's super unique. It's awesome. But when you start talking about the price, and I don't know the price of the Elkwood 18, I don't know what it was, but I know what the Reveries cost, and I think the Elkwood was a little cheaper, and honestly, it was a cut above. So.
And they're all single barrels, so it could just vary from barrel to barrel.
Hey, Toby, tell the story. Wayne in chat, Wayne Arnold says, dude, you got a Jackson Purchase pick, too cool for school. Tell the story about how you ended up with that pick.
So in downtown Louisville, there's a history museum called the Frazier History Museum. And they have a program. I didn't know this. It's just a legitimate, it's in an old downtown repurposed building. It's like 6 stories tall, and every floor has just got history shit on it. And hold on, let me make sure I don't fucking confuse these. Okay, so this is trying to keep my sample straight. Okay. But they have a whole program where periodically they do like an evening program and they highlight a distillery. And obviously there's plenty of them to choose from in Kentucky. And they'll have some key person from the distillery come up. And anyway, on this particular night, it was Jackson Purchase. And this was only maybe 3 weeks ago. And I don't know if he's still in chat, but I met David from Prescription Bourbon, right, Marty? David Cahoe?
Yeah,
DMC Prescription Bourbon. I met him there. And actually, I met him at Muscle and Burger Bar. We had a cocktail, and then we strolled down to the museum. And there was probably 200 or 300 people there. And it was I think it was on the 4th floor, and it was a big kind of meeting space. And they had all sorts of round tables set up where I think every table sat 8 people, and you just picked a seat. And then there was a stage up front, and they had a local newscaster, weatherman from one of the local news channels in Louisville to kind of MC the event. And Craig Bean came in and sat down, and they had like these nice chairs up there, and the two of them just kind of talk. And it was an interview, but it was also kind of low key, and they had stuff up on screens, and we all listened, and we all had a placemat in front of us with 3 different pours. There was the Jackson Purchase Bottle and Bond, which is getting ready to release any day. And then there was the Shelfer Foolproof, which is this guy right here. Marty. There we go. That's the Shelfer right there. And then the Fraser Museum had done the first ever single barrel pick of Jackson Purchase, and that's this right here. And it's a cast strength. So it is 124.6 proof. And so it's a little bit of a step up from the I think it's not the foolproof, but what do they call it? And they call it foolproof. They call it foolproof, the 117.8 that's on the shelf. Anyway, and each of the 3 expressions had something paired with it. I think the Bottle and Bond had some like candied pecans. I think the Shelfer Foolproof had like a little barbecue slider paired with it. And then the cast strength had some like banana pudding paired with it. And so it was a talk, it was a Q&A, and all that kind of stuff. But those bottles were available to purchase that night at that event. Now, I can say that there is only one, for right now, there's only one other single barrel that's even in the works, and that is for KBF. But there's going to be a third one in the very near future. That was probably a really long answer to a really short question. Sorry.
No, that kind of nailed it, I think.
No, I'm glad you're doing Elkwood tonight, because I think them and Reveries, I know Reveries gets a little love, but I think Elkwood, I think both of those kind of go under the radar right now with what they're putting out. I think both of them are awesome.
The thing about Elkwood is you've got to have a contact one that's getting the picks.
Yeah.
So they're not everywhere. That's the thing. And the other thing, to get the really good Spanish oak, and what was the other one, Toby? The other finish?
Toasted and French.
Yeah, the toasted and French oak. You literally got to go to the distillery to get a really good shot of trying those beforehand.
But I don't mind that. I mean, I think sometimes people expand too fast and they can't keep up their profile and their quality control outside. So if they can't expand, don't get me wrong, I don't see Elkwood here. I'd love to get some. The Spanish oak, dude, it's awesome.
Check Universal. I'm telling you, Universal's got 3 or 4 different ones.
They do.
I know it's a shit show store, but the last time I was there, Trey, I tried to try a couple of them, and they didn't have any open, and that's when I walked out the door. If you can't have an open for a pick,
yeah,
yep, correct.
I mean, and Marty, I mean, you're you know it, but when I go there and I can't try it, I've been burned so many times there. It's kind of like I don't even want to shop.
Listen, I'm with you. Like when I was there at Easter, I tried. They had a 9-year and I can't remember the other one, maybe 18. I was like, "Do you have either one of these open?" They're like, "No," and I was like, "Okay, you're missing out."
Yeah. If they got a Spanish oak, I'd probably just buy it because I don't know if it'd be bad.
So here's the thing:
I'll look on their Instagram, Trey. I'll just look. Go ahead, Toby.
The toasted, the French, and the Spanish. If they had a 9, 10, or 11 year, I would just buy it. Yeah. Now, there's a lot of 9 years out there, and they're all good, but there's also excellent and everything in between good to excellent. And the same thing goes with the 17 and 18 year. I wouldn't just knee jerk buy a 17 or 18 unless I could try it first. The 9 years now, I've got one or two that I may not have bought them, and it's not because they're bad whiskey. It's just because I know what the Elkwood 9 years can be, and these ones just didn't quite measure
Well, I
up
mean,
to that.
it's funny you say that because, yeah, sorry, motorcycle's going by. No, the Reveries lineup, I have a 7, an 8, and a 9, and a 10. I have the 16, 17, and 18. I will put the 9 year up against any of their bottles almost every day on a regular. That 9 year from Reveries, if I see one, I'd buy it just because I haven't had a bad one yet. And it is solid for the money, the price. It's great. You know, now with that being said, the 17, 18, the buff turkeys they have, I think they're overpriced. They're not bad, but for what you're paying, man, that's a lot. And I expect a lot when I start paying over $200-300 for a bottle. Buddy, it better knock my socks off. You know, it better best. You know, I start comparing it to a William LaRue Weller, and you know, and I get those at retail for $199, and so it better be better than that.
Yeah, but honest to God, is that a fair comparison? Because William LaRue is on a different level.
No, it really is. But I look at the price point. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm getting for this price point. And granted, they can do it. They can mass produce cheaper than anybody because they command the market. So yeah, I don't mind paying a little bit more for like an Elkwood or Reveries or something that might be special. But then my palate, I'm just expecting so much from it. I think sometimes I get that. Okay, it's not bad. There's nothing wrong with it, but I paid way too much for it. You know what I mean? It's like buyer's remorse. But I mean, with that being said, that Toby sent me an Elkwood 18. I don't know how much it cost, but if it was a $250-300 bottle, I'd probably drop it if I could try it because it was amazing. But then again, I have the Reverie 17 I have sitting over there. I'd pick the 9 over the 17 any day of the week.
Well, I'll keep my mouth shut on that.
Yeah, I know what you're about to say on that one. But
hey, you know what's scary is we're about 3.5 months away from them dropping what's coming out for this year's BTAC line. This year's almost like half gone, and we're about 3.5 months away from them letting us know what this year's going to be when they drop their little PDF on the website.
I just hope they keep doing the LaRue the same way. They don't have to get crazy. I don't want a hazmat LaRue like they did. I think the George C. Stagg hazmat last year was a disappointment. It's not bad, but it's not.
No. There's only been one hazmat WLW, right?
Yeah, just one.
Yeah.
And they don't have to do it because I think that's I know Weller gets a lot of bad rap, it's whatever. But I think their LaRue lineup is the one lineup they do solid every year. It's a banger. It sets the bar for that level, to me.
I'm no expert, but some of the best Stags have been 129 to 133, 134.
Yep.
That's kind of
132s are been that wheelhouse of the Stags all the time. What this one we're giving away? It is 129.3.
Which one is that, Marty?
That's the Stagg Junior 26A.
Oh, 26A. Okay.
Have you guys seen the 26B yet?
No. Good question, William, because it should be. Yeah, we're past that point. Great point.
Yeah, but normally I don't see any Stagg until like November, and then over the course of like 60 days, we see A, B, C, D. So I'm just happy that it hit. In the
only thing that's been consistent here on like pretty good allocated stuff is Jack 10 and Jack 12. That's it.
We don't see those in Indiana. They're it's the Wild Wild West, right? They're all kept behind the bar, and nobody gets their hands on them.
we got
we see them here from time to time. I think the 12 I saw on the shelf 2 or 3 different stores. Now they didn't. Now some of them were priced a little higher than they should have been, but still, it wasn't outrageous, you know. But I have seen it.
We got one. I think most of what we've seen around here, Marty, has been like the Jack 10. One of the stores I go to, the guy put away a bottle of the Jack 10 for me. No 14. I haven't seen any. Well, the lottery that just happened today, they had like 3 bottles, but I'm not standing in line for 6 hours for that. But no 12. So, but I heard the 10 this year may have been the best of the lot.
Well, Mike.
Well,
T, go ahead, Toby.
No, you go ahead.
I was like, Mike T sent me a 10 about 2 months ago when it hit, and I cracked it, and I thought it was fantastic. And then the 10 hit about 2 or 3 weeks ago again here. So I grabbed one and I gave it away on stream 2 weeks ago because I knew how good the one Mike sent me was. And but then the 12 was hit. But when the 12 hit, I could only get one, and I tried to get a couple or 2 or 3 actually to give away on stream. And I told Toby, I was like, I'm trying to get all of them, and he's like, at least get one. So I just, the 14 is, I don't know why it's so weird. The 14 is like a completely different animal in North Carolina. I've got a better chance of getting freaking William LaRue than I can a 14. I mean, it's stupid.
So, to your point though, I think Jason's the one has been leaning into the 10.
Yeah.
And I think he just feels that it's just kind of
the best 10.
If you're comparing 10 to 10, 12 to 12, and 14 to 14, he feels like the 12 is an elevated expression. And I respect him for everything. But I went through all 3 of them with Dan on one of his streams, I don't know, a month or 2 ago. And if I had to rank them, and it's not even close. The 14 is far and away the front runner, and in a very respectable second place is the 12, and then in a very respectable but distant third is the 10. Anyway, and that's the exact same way he felt about it. So but it's everybody's palate's different, and
that's what makes it fun. Hey guys, my dad's called tonight, so he's gonna get out of here. But
all right, guys.
I really enjoyed it, man. You guys are great, and I love my son.
Thank you for hanging with us, sir. It was a pleasure meeting you and having you.
Well, thank you guys, and I'll tell you what, Trey's the greatest. He really is. And love you guys.
Too, huh? He's got you full too, huh?
I paid him to say that tonight.
Lord.
He did. Y'all take care. Thank you, guys.
Good night, sir.
Brother.
Hey.
Congratulations on being a grandfather, sir.
Well, I appreciate it. It's getting late for me, so I'm going to bed.
I will meet you face to face soon, sir.
All right. Take care, brother. God bless.
All right, guys.
Night.
Yep. They're actually moving up here. They've been looking at homes.
We bought one today, probably.
Great.
Yep.
Good. That's fantastic, buddy. That's a big deal.
Yeah, they may have one when we got a new store opening in West Gastonia here in about a month or so. So I'll see if I can find a 14. But I've grabbed as many as I can the last couple of years. But I got a 10. I'm happy with that. If I can find a 14 or a 12 at retail, I'll be good with that.
Hey, Greg, do you still want to get Anthony a Ardbeg 10 cast strength?
Yeah, I have one. I got to send that. I have one for him.
Okay.
I'll send it to him.
Andrew just got another case.
Now I've got one for him.
B&B just got a massive Scotch and lineup probably about a week ago. So next time you come in, now they don't sell it that fast, but they've got a good lineup of Ardbegs and what's the glint? Is it the one that starts with the G?
Well, that could be about 15 different ones, but
Green Spot. I think it's Green Spot.
That's Irish.
No, that's the Irish. That's the Green Spot Irish.
Glenmorangie, Glengasgow.
Glenmorangie.
Glenmorangie. Obviously I don't drink them, so I don't know. But they got a massive order of scotches in. So,
Have you tried the Ardbeg 10 yet, Marty?
I've had it for 2 months and I've not cracked it because I'm so far behind on bourbon. But I have it in the bag to take to the beach.
There you go.
Hey, Marty, just take it out on the boat in the hot sun and have a bunch of samples. It's great.
I promise you that's not going to happen.
Oh, drinking scotch around salt water is perfect. I mean, that's heaven.
It's the Ardbeg 10, Marty. It's just everything about it is just amped up, because first of all, it's 120, I don't know what it is, 124 proof. It's 10 years at least. And I think the reason that they got it that high is because, remember, in Scotland, the proof goes down as it ages, unlike Kentucky bourbon where the proof goes up. In Scotland, the proof goes down. So if you get an older Scotch, it's not uncommon to see it in the 80-some proof because they lose alcohol where we lose water. Anyway, I think some of the barrels that they used that went into the barrel because they knew what they were trying to do at 140 proof, which is way, way, way above what they normally put stuff in Scotch in. So anyway, when you try it, it's good. And then I told him I've got to get on my ass to do this. I got an idea what I want to do. I'm gonna send him a bottle of that, and then I got to send samples to you, Mark and Marty. But I did heard it. Is UPS cracking down on shit or people?
Well, Toby can expand on this a little bit more than I can, but I think what happened there was, I don't know what I think happened there. I just think this was a unfortunate situation. But I'll tell you an example that I had was when we were at the Blitz last year. I bought a bottle of a rye. It was $100 bottle of rye that Justin's House of Bourbon picked. And damn, y'all help me. Master Journey has done 2 picks of this rye. It's a red label. It almost looks like a bottle of a
Belle of Dayton.
Yes, I think that's it. It looks like a Dark Arts bottle. I think it's Belle of Dayton. I think that's right.
I think it's Belle of Dayton.
It's Belle of oh shit. It's MGP.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a 13-year-old rye. Red label, Belle of Dayton.
Yeah, I think all they do is.
What the hell is it?
No,
I have one of those I got from the guy in DC from Potomac and Wine. Belle of it's from Belle of Bedford.
Okay. But I bought
it. Right. It's not Belle of Dayton. Sorry, I was wrong. That's different.
Check Belle of Bedford, Toby.
Okay, Bedford.
But anyway, me and Kurt went to Justin's House of Bourbon. We loved it. And he's like, let's split a bottle. I said, okay. So we bought it. I gave it to
Belle Bedford.
Belle Bedford. That's it.
It's Pennsylvania shit.
So I gave it to Randall. I was like, Randall, because we were on an airplane. I said, Randall, ship it to me. He's like, sure. So it was literally out for delivery. And like 2 hours before the damn thing was supposed to be delivered, it all of a sudden showed up damaged. On the truck, it showed up damaged. So Randall filed a claim for $100. He got it. That's it.
That's it. Belle Bedford.
Yep. And they refunded him the $100, and of course he sent it to me. But that's the only time I've ever had a problem, knock on wood, ever with UPS or anything like. But I don't know if. Yeah, so Randall did use UPS because we got the refund, and I was tracking it. But that's the only time I've ever had a bottle. Well, I'll tell you another one. Toby bought me at Christmas. He bought me a E.H. Taylor barrel proof, and something happened from the time it left Toby's before it got to me. I don't remember the excuse, but we never even had a chance to file a claim.
So I had and this is the only problems I've ever had. They were both within the first 2 weeks of December 2025. So there's a lot of holiday help on duty with the brown shirts. And I was sending out, I sent out a bunch of stuff. I sent one to Marty. I sent one to, a buddy of ours in Los Angeles. And both of them had problems. Marty's just disappeared. The one going out to Los Angeles, showed up missing. And it was like, okay, whatever. I took care of both of them. But here's, so Jason's the one that raised the warning flag, and he sent out a package, and somehow he got tagged and got fined. And now he doesn't know what happened to the bottle. Did the bottle make it to its destination? Did it get destroyed, confiscated and destroyed, or is it going to get returned? All he knows is that he's getting a $150 fine. Now, another, Randall sent one to, I think it was Maine, and his showed up confiscated and destroyed. But he knows nothing about being in trouble or getting a fine or anything like that. And so, there's a member in our community who works for UPS, and he lives in Tennessee, and he flat out said, UPS does not have any form of scanner. They do not have, and if you do a search online, it says the same thing. And this is also a UPS person says they don't have that. They move too many, parcels daily to run anything through any sort of a scanner. So they don't have any sort of a scanner that can detect anything. So he said, according to him, the only way that they would have any idea what's in your package is if it opened, and they can't open it without probable cause. And so if it was packaged poorly, or if it got damaged enough to where they could see what was in it, then maybe, they may do something about it. But anyway, so that's, I think, kind of where we're at with that.
I'll tell you this story. Phil and Julie did a pick of, God, I'm not going to remember which one it was. It's a Dickel pick about 3 years ago, and they sent me a bottle of it. And I was at work, and Phil's text me, because it shows delivered. Let me know you got it. So I was 5 minutes from home. I drove over there. Box is on the front porch. That box is literally soaking wet. That bottle was destroyed, and that you could literally pick up the box and just do this with the lid. You could smell it and everything, but they still delivered it. And I sent Phil a picture of it, and I was like, "Holy hell!" I was like, "This damn thing showed up like this. My goodness." He goes, "I'll send you another one." I said, "Nope, don't mess with it. Whatever." He still sent me another one, and it showed up fine. But this damn thing showed up shattered, no liquid in the bottle. The bottle was broken 50 different ways. You could literally pick up the box and shake it, and the damn shit would drip out of it, and they still put it on my front porch. So I have no idea how to make a concept of, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
well, the only way is, and I try to muffle it, is the only way is when I take it is to try to put enough shit in there so you don't hear the glug glug when they fucking take it off the counter. If you don't hear anything sloshing around, then they're not going to fucking do anything with it.
That's not. But again, they can't just open a package because they hear glug glug. That's not probable cause.
Yeah.
And the same thing is, even if there were scanners, and we're very much certain at this point there aren't, and they could detect a bottle shape, that's not probable cause, because it could be a bottle of anything. You know, if they had a scanner that could read the label through the box, then okay, that might be probable cause.
Well,
The two
I-
things I've heard, is if you ship, definitely go ground, because anything going on an airplane might be subject to a higher scrutiny.
Yeah.
So make sure it goes ground. And the other thing is, I noticed the last couple times, like if you use pirate ship, it prints out pirate ship at the bottom, and I've heard that they're kind of keying on those too.
That I did hear, William, and I have a UPS account, so all I really do is they put it on I print the label at home. I have a UPS account. They fucking scan the barcode and put it on the stack of the other shit that's going in the truck to go out to the out to wherever it's going after that.
Well,
so that was, and I know Marty made a point earlier today that he's had no problem with pirate ship, and I get that. At the same point, I've never used pirate ship. I always go to my local UPS store. They know me. I'm like Norm from Cheers. I walk in the door and they're Norm, and they know me, and so they know that everything they know my parameters for what I'm shipping, and everything I ship is meat marinade. And so I don't know, does it make a difference if it's originating with pirate ship, where that could kind of be perceived as the Wild West, as opposed to dropping it off at a UPS store?
It prints it out right at the bottom of the label. It's so easy to cut off. I mean,
see mine.
You can do that too.
I always label mine as beard oil.
Well, I think the other thing. So the two channels I know that have been hit, obviously Jason's 21090, they've both been hit. But I also know those both, when they go to the store, they're taking a freaking truckload when they go in.
Yeah.
And I think that's the other part of it. I haven't seen anyone that's on the smaller level sending a couple samples here or there, unless they broke or were not, it's just bad packaging or something like that. I haven't heard of anyone else getting stopped.
But it's I still go back, to the bottle Phil and Julie sent me that was literally a 750 that was destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
The entire package was soaked in liquor. And when I brought it in and I set it in the sink I knew it was busted when I picked it up. I could smell it. I could see it. Opened it in the sink and they still delivered the damn thing. So I just think everything is a risk, a chance, and a bet that you do.
At that point too, because like I've gotten home and my suitcase has been soaked in wine or liquor that is broken in somebody else's suitcase. So did they really know where it came from? Did it come from inside that box or did it come from another box?
Right.
So.
Yeah.
But also,
here's the other thing, and this is just, we all know that, I've never done it, but there are plenty of people in our community who try to mask glug, and they'll put in kernels of corn, they'll put in like little boxes of Pop Rocks and all that kind of shit. And hey, that's a cheap way to maybe give yourself a little extra security. The one thing that Lance said, and this is somebody, if you don't know Lance, he may be the most knowledgeable person in this regard in our community. He said, wrap it in tinfoil. That will, at that point, no scanner can read through whatever, even if scanners exist, and we're all doubting that at this point. Let's wrap it in tinfoil, and then no scanner can get to it. And well, then JG made the point where, okay, but what if you scan it and it's a tinfoil bottle shape, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna just wrap the outer bubble, the inflatable pack in tinfoil, so it's just this big object, wrapped in tinfoil. So there's all these different things we can do. Pop rocks or corn doesn't cost much. Tinfoil costs, next to nothing. It is what it is. But I'm
just gonna wrap 2 oranges and a banana in tinfoil and ship it.
But I'll tell you this: when all this shit,
or a cucumber in tinfoil.
When all this shit started going down with the community on Thursday, Wednesday, Travis sent 4 bottles of this to me.
Yeah.
And Travis, we were texting back and forth like, "Oh shit, what's going to happen?" Whatever. He put a box of mac and cheese in there, so it'd rattle, and a box of freaking Reese's Pieces. No problem. No problem.
So everybody's going to be hitting the dollar store picking up boxes of candy.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
so Marty had a great dinner and dessert, man. He had some bitchin' ass. Kroger, a generic mac and cheese and some Reese's.
So when we left tonight to go to dinner, Jenny picked up the damn box of Reese's Pieces and eating the shit out of them on the way up there. So I think what happened and
it's just bad luck.
I think it's 100% just a shitty bad luck, and it might have been bad packaging. Could be.
Well, I mean, you do it enough times, it's gonna happen at some point, right? You ship enough out, at some point something's gonna happen, it's gonna get caught.
Okay. Well, so Travis is in chat right now and he says, heck, Toby, what about the OG double oak fiasco? Okay, so there were, a couple bottles of Old Glory double oak that were supposed to come my way, and it took them probably about 3 weeks to get here because they made some circuitous route from Tennessee to Missouri to like Kansas or Oklahoma or some shit, and then they finally made it back to me and I got them, but not once did they ever get confiscated. They took.
I do have to say this about shipping to you. I can ship packages on the same day, and I got a buddy in California I shipped a bottle to. His arrived 3 days prior to yours. 2 days, it's there for him. And I'm sitting here going, why isn't Toby's there? Like, I literally thought yours got lost or something. But every time I ship to you from here, I don't know if it's Kentucky or your distribution center or what.
Yeah.
It takes forever for your stuff to show up. And I can ship across to California and it'll get there, and we're 5 hours apart.
But you know what?
I don't know.
Who cares? Cheers, West Virginia bourbon.
So anyway, bottom line is I've got 7 bottles. Actually, no. Well, yeah, 7 bottles to go out. And so, I kind of held back, and I got scared for a few days with all this shit going on, but come next week, it's going to be, shipping season again. I'm going to ship this shit out. None of it's, irreplaceable. And so we'll see what happens.
Hey, Marty, have you seen, they only got a few bottles of it. Have you seen any of the Brook Hill drop it in your area? They had a 13-year rye and a 15-year bourbon. They were way too much money, but I was curious if you had seen them. Yeah, a 13-year Brook Hill rye for like $3.49, and I'm not even sure where they sourced it from. Then they had a 15-year bourbon at Hazmat for like $5 something or like that. I was just curious. It was Kentucky bourbon on the Brook Hill bourbon, so I'm not sure where they sourced it from. It was like 15-year, 140 some proof. So a good guess might be Barton. I was just curious if you'd seen it.
No.
All right, everybody. Marty's saying we got 2 minutes left in the giveaway. We got a Stagg Junior 26A, and we've got a Green River weeded Liquor Barn store pick giveaway. So
everybody,
look at that. That's the way to do it right there.
Everybody wants the old fat fuck in the pink shirt to win.
I do. That's a quick shit for me, baby.
You know, I can't. I already have a bottle, so I really can't complain.
What'd you win, Greg, last week? What was it?
I won the Horse Soldier.
Oh man.
Okay.
The autograph bottle.
Yeah, so that's one of the bottles that I've just kind of, it's sitting right here. And I just kind of I got scared with all this stuff, but that bottle's gonna head out. And you got a great, I mean, this is one of the, barrel
I meant
proofs.
to ask you about that, Toby, too. I can't remember when I saw the stream. I knew it was signed. And what is it, like a single barrel something?
Hold on. Fucking
No.
get it. Hold on, Toby.
Okay. So hold on. Pull up the right one. It says McD on it. Yeah, the grade McD on it. So
Thank you, Trey.
that says I got where's the okay?
That's Mark New.
This hand. Okay. Yeah, Mike, and then Noosh, and then ODA 595. That's his Green Beret team designation for when he was in Afghanistan for what really became Horse Soldier.
You know what? I may never open that.
Yeah. Now this is not
like
a single barrel.
Like Dad's bottle. Yeah.
This is just the.
Thank you, West Virginia bourbon guy.
It's the barrel strength. This is the top tier shelfer. But this is.
Got you, Danny.
This is a fantastic bottle, and this is really where Horse Soldier starts for me.
I tell you what, if y'all didn't catch that stream, I wasn't able to watch it live just because I had a lot going on. I went back and rewatched it. That's one of those streams, man. That was that was really cool. I mean, just the whole night.
It's so interesting when we all sit at home, and I'm not a veteran. I don't know that any of us are veterans. But when you talk to a veteran, especially a combat veteran, we all have, and I'm going to say it, I have my own bullshit angle of armchair politics, armchair international politics. When you talk to Mark from Horse Soldier, you talk to Dusty Dan, these folks that are combat veterans, they have so much more knowledgeable insight into what we think we know, and it's just crazy. It will reframe everything you think you know, and it doesn't. Well, shame on you. It's crazy the way they look at geopolitics. And what has happened, what is happening, and what should happen. So,
yeah, one of my favorite times was sitting at the Blitz this past year. Was sitting with you, Toby, and Dusty.
Yes.
I mean, I was soaking it up because I'm sitting here like, holy cow! Like you just don't think about that stuff. Like I'm not a veteran. My grandfather was. And I have that in my family, but it wasn't for me. It didn't work out. And when I was sitting there with Dusty, just the amount of respect I had for him and what he's done. And then you start hearing him talk about the geopolitics and things like that. It's just like, man, I've never thought of it in that side of things, right? And they just have a different perspective that we can't understand because we weren't there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys that have streams on too. You can watch like Mike Ritland, Sean Ryan, and they have other guys on there, and it's a completely different world.
Listen, I can tell you this, and I'm not going to get into the details, but I've been around Dusty 5 or 6 times, just me and him, and talk about some of this stuff and the things he has had to make a decision to do with a gun in his hand is beyond fathom of anything we will ever have to comprehend.
Or what anybody should have to comprehend.
There's YouTube videos of this shit that don't bring justice to what Dusty had to make a decision of doing in a split second. I'm just saying,
Hey.
for that guy to be able to function as a normal human.
Hey, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Fred Minnick's a veteran.
How about I say?
Yep,
You know what?
a minute too.
Cheers to those veterans out there, guys. We wouldn't be here doing this tonight if it wasn't
Cheers to
for them.
Mark, Dad, all those guys.
Yep.
Price is fair.
Toby's brother. Yep, I agree.
Thank you, guys. If you're watching this, thank you.
Toby, I sent you a couple last minute
I got them.
entries. All right,
I
we'll
got
spin
'em.
it. All right, bring it up.
You ready?
Brother. Yeah.
Oh shit! Let me figure out how to do that.
Just share screen because you're part of it.
Yeah,
Let me go.
I'll sort it out and relax with that.
Come on,
Yeah,
FedEx. The old guy needs winning.
What's the total entries, Toby? I can't see it.
50.
I was gonna say
50.
40. I was going to guess 40 something.
Hawaii 50.
There you go. Book them, Dano.
All right, what are we doing first, Marte?
Let's do the Green River a weeded pick
We'll
first.
do the Green River first. Okay.
man.
How many times am I shuffling?
7. That seems to be our lucky number.
All right, here we go.
All right,
Green
guys,
River.
thank you all for the last minute live stream entries.
Let's go.
Good luck. Look
Oh
here.
my God.
He's got two of them.
No. I tell you what. Respin.
You don't have this bottle. You don't have this bottle.
Oh, I don't. No, I tell you what. We're gonna send it to my dad. He's not here
Well,
tonight.
I'm gonna send it to you because I have your address.
Yeah. You send it to me, but I'm gonna give that to my dad. So
That's good. That's well you
Yeah.
should. All right.
that's awesome.
Did you win, Trey?
Well,
7
pretty
more
bad,
shuffles, Toby, and we'll give away the Stagg 26A.
Okay, here we go.
If I win again, it goes to top dog.
No, hell no. We'll respin.
All right.
Nah, some bitch has
I'm
everything.
gonna top Jimmy. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Again, thanks,
and
everybody.
Stag.
Let's go Stagg 26A.
Round
Let's
and
go, baby.
round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. Oh, JP.
I love it.
Perkins.
Yeah, I love
That's
it.
nice.
Just email me whiskeyNose21@gmail.com and I'll get it to you, brother.
I might. There's a distant chance I have.
There we go.
Awesome.
Nope.
Good night.
Yep. And Marty, I have to say, my dad was like, "Man, this is really cool. Y'all really know what y'all are doing." I said, "No, we just drink enough. It sounds good."
Yeah, we got you full, big dog.
Yep.
Let me get rid of that.
No, he
banner.
thoroughly enjoyed this. He was sitting by the fire having a cigar, a pour, and
What was that?
he's not. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, he's not big on. He loves cigars, but he hadn't had a bunch of bourbons, and he comes over here and he gets to try a bunch of different things, and it's cool to watch someone go through the process. And William, you were talking about starting your channel. I think it's really cool to see someone start something, and it doesn't matter if your palate's new or old. I wish I could go back the first time I ever had something just to describe the experience I had.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was raw, it was real, and how it's changed since then. And that's what's crazy is my journey has been just joining this channel and being part of this. It's really cool to see how much it's changed and what I pick up now.
Hey, let me say something real quick. Danny Lopez is still in chat. Danny Lopez does a great fundraiser at
Correct.
the end of the year. And Toby, help me if I miss something. But guys, if we can get some bottles together for Danny's giveaway at the end of the year, he usually does it on the Bourbon Jerks stream.
Yes.
Just set a bottle or two aside, something pretty cool. We want to really support Danny's stream. We found out kind of late last year, and me and Toby did the best we could on advertising it, but we really got a leg up this year for trying to get Danny's fundraiser going. So anybody in chat, reach out to me, whiskeynose21@gmail.com. And if you got a bottle you want to give away for Danny's stream, Danny can talk more about it. We'll get Danny on here. We you know what, Toby, we got to send Danny and Tommy a blind they can do on Whiskey Nose.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
well, in fact, Tom and I have a blind from Danny. All Danny needs to do is send one more sample pack of that same blind to you, and then that would make a heck of a live if we can
that'd
get
be cool, man. We'll
four
do
of
it
us together,
Yeah.
and then he can give us a preview of his, what the charity that he supports. So
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's like a single mother kind of thing, but it's really cool. It's completely different than anything else anybody's doing on Whiskey Tube, and it's a big deal. And when Tom did it last year, me and Toby got in with the bottles and stuff, kind of last minute, but we don't want to do that again this year. So I've got a Weller single barrel set aside for the giveaway, and maybe some more stuff as that gets closer. But yeah, set some stuff aside, guys, in chat, so we can help Danny's fundraiser. But Danny's a good dude, man.
No, I was going to go back to what Trey said about us appearing smart. You know, it's scientific fact, right? That alcohol does make you smarter because it kills off the slower cells, and it makes you louder because it makes you louder because everybody wants to. You got to make sure everybody hears it, right?
You freaking nailed it, brother.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
You damn right, Jeff. I'm glad your luck changed on my stream, brother. You know how much I love you, buddy. Hope life is getting better. I'm so glad it helped out a little bit tonight. JP's the man. All right, guys. Everybody in chat, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the Venmos, PayPals. It's awesome. And that money will be turned around for other things for the channel and giveaways and donations for special live streams. And Toby will tell you, we're all about supporting each other. But guys on stream, stick around. We're going to go ahead and kill the live. So Tuesday night, Toby's taking over Whiskey Nose. I'm just saying.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be
time for an upgrade.
New sheriff.
Damn right. I mean, this shit is going. You know what? I've got cousin Nancy. I've got all this shit that's happened in the last 6-8 weeks. But Tuesday will be epic stream. Toby's got samples that are supposed to be delivered in the next day or two to people. Thanks for the
So if we were all doubting the brown shirts, 3 of 5 sample packs got delivered today, and the other 2 will be delivered Monday.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, and I'm going to tell you folks, anybody listening, anybody watching, this is a sample. It's only 5 samples, but it is, I'm looking at them because they're sitting right up here on the table, right over here. And this is a banger sample flight. Epic sample flight. Epic banger sample flight.
Marty, that's what we need to do. You need to. We got the trick or treat blind, but then we need the banger sample blind that we give away.
Hey, Marty,
and maybe Toby starts it this Tuesday. We'll do it mid-July, Christmas in July.
Hey, Marty, you part of the samples this week?
No, because I'm gone. I'm kind of 50-50. I don't know. Toby
He
knows
may
what he's
he
doing.
might pop on just to judge and criticize and ridicule,
Yeah.
but that's all it'll be.
Piss and moan why he didn't get his 5 samples.
So what I can guarantee you 99.9% of what's going to happen is Toby's going to send me the list of the samples that everybody's going through. And I'll be sitting here in chat and be like, so Toby was talking about like sample A, what do y'all get on this? And I'll be in chat going like, y'all not even fucking close. Like, you know, this ain't even, this is finished. What is wrong with you guys? You know, it's probably not, but anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Big Vic is going. He's put a comment. Y'all see that there. Let me bring it up real quick.
Hang on.
Vic said, you want to win some cigars and all this other great stuff. We'll probably jump over Vic. Great live, Marty, Toby. Thank you, Richie Z. But Vic, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut in, but we thought we'd do something a little different tonight, give a couple bottles away. But everybody in chat, thank you so much. Tune in Tuesday night. I will probably drop the link for that tomorrow or Monday. I've already got the thumbnail made. Thank you to Kevo. Kevo's figured out.
Well, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that.
Okay, so we got crazy shit coming. So, but honestly, not this coming Tuesday, but the next Tuesday. All seriousness, we're having our Blackwood pick. So go ahead, Toby. Talk a little bit about that.
So a week from Tuesday, we've already done a pre-pick on Blackwood bourbon. And a week from Tuesday, we will doing our final, kind of like we did with, with McBrayer on 3 different streams. We're going to be doing our final pick with Blackwood, Guinness McFadden, and I kid you not, that's his real freaking name, Guinness McFadden. If that isn't the most badass name ever, he's the owner of Blackwood. He will be on with us. His barrel manager, Zane, will be on with us. And a group of all of our whiskey family folks will be on with us to help us pick those. We're going to be picking from 4 final barrels down to 1. And there'll probably be maybe a special location or 2 revealed as we go live that night. So it's gonna be some cool stuff a week from Tuesday.
So real quick, everybody that jumped in and bought, Greg, everybody on stream that bought the McBrayer picks from us, I hope you all are enjoying them. We've got great feedback from those 2 barrels. We're sorry that the judge did not yield more than it did, but we're going to do another judge in 2027 at least. Trey has a couple stores already in the Knoxville area that want to buy our picks. So it may be sooner than later, but we'll see what happens. But guys, we're going to keep you in the loop on these hard to find special bottles. We're not going to do anything that's what am I trying to say, Toby? That's pretty stationed across the board.
Look, if our judge pick yielded 24 bottles. That's how special it was. And so it didn't make it outside the pick team. But I have it on good authority from yesterday afternoon that if we want to do another judge pick before the end of the year, we are more than welcome to do so. As far as the Old McBrayer and the Cedarbrook, they are sold out online. But if you happen to know a generous person in East Tennessee, they might be able to help you with the Cedarbrook bottle or an Old McBrayer bottle as they begin to hit in Tennessee. There you go. There's an empty Cedarbrook bottle.
I mean, it's not good, so you shouldn't get it. But I mean, yeah. Oh, it's terrible.
There
Please leave them all for me.
It took all of like 5 days for it to sell out online. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It
All right, Marty, kill this thing.
Yep.
Kill this thing.
all right, guys.
Right.
Thank you guys for watching. Everybody that super chatted and did Venmo, PayPal, thank you so much. It does help me and Toby tremendously to keep this thing going. Toby will be kicking it off, so we'll see what kind of shit show we got Tuesday. I've kind of walked him through it a little bit yesterday on how
It'd be
to
the
go
very
live.
definition of shit show. That's right.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I will be there, I believe, to make sure everything goes as planned. Guys, thank you for watching. Get over there on Vic's stream and get in his giveaway. Always good
That's right.
shit. But like I always say, guys, whiskey may not solve all your problems, but it may be worth a shot. Definitely tune in Tuesday for the shit show. That's the best way I can put it, Toby. I don't know how else to.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Top Jimmy's shit show. There you go.
I just want to see the do-rag.
The thumbnail by Kevin O'Malley is freaking spectacular. But all seriousness said, a week from Tuesday with Blackwoods, that's gonna be a special. That's gonna be a special show. So guys, whiskey may not solve all your problems. We definitely give it a shot. So we'll see you next time right here on the